away we go.
We're live. Welcome.
We're live?
Welcome.
We're live.
Welcome to Curiosity Public, live Monday night. I'm Dutch.
Jules here.
And we've got this lineup and you guys at home on a Monday evening. What could possibly go wrong? The answer is a lot. So anyway, guys, welcome. If anybody in the chat can let us know if you can hear us and see us, that would be good to know.
Let us know if you're hearing like a weird hissing sound because my laptop fan is going crazy right now.
Yeah, we're having some technical gremlins as usual on a Monday night here.
Not just on the Monday night, dude. That happens to us all the time.
That's true. Pretty much anytime we try to do a live, something funky happens with the technology. But that's life, I think. All right, guys, we're going to let some people get in here into the chat. All right, Roy says you can hear us. Alex says sound is a little bit off, a little laggy. Okay. Volume is loud. Okay, let's see.
Volume is loud. Okay.
Thanks. Let me see if I can tweak things here.
Volume almost made my phone explode.
Audio gain is really high. Let me do this. I'm going to do the auto gain control.
Yeah, do that first.
Okay, guys. So playing around with the audio gain here. You guys, let me know if that sounds a little bit better. Hopefully it does.
Check.
Okay. Not super clear either. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this is a little bit better. I was
playing the network self-correcting.
Playing around with some of the settings on Restream, and obviously screwed something up as usual. All right, guys. So let's see who's in the chat here. We got
say hello.
Alex saying our sound is better. Chris says sound is better. All right. Everybody says it sounds better. All right. Cool. Good. Anuj is here. James Morgan. Manny P.
Tay Biz, too, at the very top.
Tay Biz, yeah.
Tay Biz was waiting on us.
All right, guys. Good to see everybody here.
Roy.
Jeff Perkins. There he said it. Cheers to the best part of Monday.
Oh, thanks, Jeff.
All
right. We enjoy it, too, man.
Yeah. Roy pointed out the obvious here. Just drink some whiskey and the sound gets better. That is true.
We're like, because we all stopped caring. I care. Jinx.
All right. The first of how many Star Wars quotes for the night? All right, guys. Cool. So, again, welcome to our Monday Night Live stream here. Hit that thumbs up button if you are watching this live. If you're watching the replay, hit the thumbs up button anyway. Hit the subscribe button if you've never been here before or you haven't subscribed for some strange reason. It's a great way to help channels like ours.
Don't be strange and subscribe.
No, you can be strange and subscribe. Don't be a stranger. Subscribe.
No.
And we got some kind of interesting bottles. We had to do a last second. I was
gonna say this does not look like our post, dude.
Originally, we were gonna have the blackened Willett collaboration bottle, which was supposed to arrive today. But it didn't.
Metallica they decided to hold it back from us.
I don't know. Maybe it's Columbus Day or something. Isn't that what? Or is it
Indigenous
Peoples Day? And
Canadian Thanksgiving.
I thought it was yesterday.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I'm not Canadian, but anyway, maybe some of our Canadian friends can tell us.
No way.
So anyway, we have a good substitution though, which is the Kirkland 24-year brand new hot release, hot off the presses. Jules was able to pick this one up for us
off the inventory shelves of Costco.
Yeah. So some cool stuff. So let's do a quick overview of what we're going to be getting into today. So actually some kind of rare things here. So we're going to kick things off with this Glendronach 14-year-old, which is, I had never seen it before. I was ordering some stuff from a Scotch website overseas, and I saw this and thought it just sounded too cool to pass up on. It's a virgin oak finish. So I think it's first touch American oak, and I think there is some sherry influence as well. It's Glendronach, it has to. But you don't see this one everywhere. I think it was originally sold as a traveler's exclusive, but a lot of those are finding their ways into whiskey shops because people aren't traveling. Next up, we're going to crack into the aforementioned Kirkland. Yeah. Hopefully I can speak properly this Monday
the next
live
5
stream.
minutes.
Yeah, the last Monday live stream, I just couldn't pronounce anything.
Let's keep that going.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. Well, it'll get worse as the evening goes on. But yeah, Kirkland 24 year. So they've released. I think they originally had a 20 year.
Yeah, 20.
And then they jumped to a 22 year, which we reviewed.
Right.
And then the 23, which we reviewed, and now they just released the 24 year single malt Speyside Scotch. Sherry cask finished. Very interesting lineup. I mean, such a great value in Scotch because you're getting 20 plus year old Scotch for like 60, 70 bucks,
67,
right?
yeah.
What was the price on this?
67, like
67?
99, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they've all been that price. So just
that's what I was going to ask you. Like, I don't remember, because I thought the other ones, for some reason, actually hit 70, like 69.99. And then I was kind of shocked seeing that this felt like it was
they're all right around there, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, then next up, another new release, the Little Book number 5, which is a Jim Beam product. They've done some really unique things in the past, like they've done like a rice mash bill one. Yeah. They've done a few other really interesting ones. This one just appears to be, I think they used a different mash bill for some of this, but I don't think it was the rice one. There's a little info in there. We'll get to that when we crack into that. And then finally, we've got one of the coveted Willett Family Estate 6-year barrel pick ryes, and those things are really tough to...
Crazy secondary
prices. I was gifted that for my birthday last week, and I have no idea where it came from or how much it cost, and I was afraid to ask. But I'm really looking forward to that. And we've got a bottle of the regular edition 4-year that we love. I mean, this is like our go-to rye. Anytime we get a rye, we always want to compare it to this because it's such a good bargain.
And that's sub 100.
This is like
60 even, right?
Yeah, you can get it below 60 sometimes. So we'll do a quick side-by-side between these two to see does the 2 years and like $300 price difference really
and availability
make sense or not. And then I think we got maybe a dealer's choice to end. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the evening proceeds. Let's get why don't we do this? Why don't we pour the Glendronach? Let it sit, and then we'll get to the chat. So why don't you get a close-up of that canister, and I'll get myself a glass. So let's get our B camera going here. So we can see the bottle. There it is. It's got a really...
the case, but I'll take it out of
the canister, yeah. It's got a cool kind of bluish...
Yeah, this is like teal.
Like a bluish teal motif to it. And there's the bottle.
Check that out, guys.
14-year-old.
Let's see if there's anything on the back that's useful.
It's a great color scheme, actually.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Yeah, very good looking bottle.
I mean, look at that, with the dram color in there.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. So let's crack into this bad boy.
Just fits.
So this is a 700 milliliter bottle.
Oh.
Because it's from
overseas.
Europe. So this unique expression was initially matured in recharred puncheons and thereafter finished its maturation in a very small batch of American virgin oak. So actually doesn't say that there was any sherry.
Yeah, I was going to say, no sherry description.
So I'm wondering if the recharred puncheons were sherry casks, though. I don't know. Somebody can do the homework on it. These live streams, as you guys know, if you've been here before, we do no research. This is really just...
Well, I do no research anyway, but on top of that...
Quick reactions to freshly opened bottles. So we're going to let this guy open up for a second and catch up on the chat here, because we've been neglecting the chat. Sorry, guys. All right, scrolling up here. Oh, Roy with the $5 super chat.
Roy,
thank you, man.
Thank you.
Just curious, if you guys think Blanton's would be better than the old Ridgemont Reserve from 1792? I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, I've had bottles of Blanton's that were hitters, and I've had bottles of Blanton's.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hit or miss.
They're just really bland. So, I mean, it is single barrel, so you're going to have some variation. If you get a good bottle of Blanton's, they can be really, really enjoyable.
But I wouldn't let that deter you. I mean, I would say it's like 75%.
They're usually pretty good.
20, yeah, exactly. They're usually pretty good. And then like the 25%.
Yeah. They're really different bottles, though. The Ridgemont has a little more of that spice. Well, the old Ridgemont Reserve, I mean, there's more spice in there. I mean, the Bland's has got a really nice sweet flavor profile that if you like that sweet hit, you're going to love the Blanton's. If you want a little more, maybe a little more oak, a little bit more baking spice, things like that, then the Ridgemont's going to really just open up those doors. So thank you, Roy, for supporting the channel. Appreciate the super chat, man. All right, Alan says, hello from Canada.
Hello from
Thanksgiving
Canada.
today.
So it is. There you go.
There you go. Jules is
Happy
from
Thanksgiving.
So I am off. As usual.
That's all right.
Gentle Wind says that they're enjoying some Glenlivet 18.
Nice.
So is that the new iteration
old.
or the old? The 43% or the 40%? So let us know. Because a difference. A difference between the two, for sure. All right. Oh, hey, I missed Jason is here from Mash and Drum. What's up, dude? Thank you for stopping
Jason in the house.
Appreciate it. All right.
James Morgan sipping a what does that say?
Glenalec?
Glenalec.
Nice. Time
Cool.
to join in. All right.
Blendageddon.
So here's a comment from Mr. Drushka. It says, oh man, I was lucky enough to get an 8-year Willett Rye. That stuff is awesome. Cool. So yeah, we're really interested in that one. That's actually, I think I'm actually most curious about this Glendronach of this lineup.
Yeah.
But the Willett is probably
that's up there.
right up there.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. Mainly because it's by far the most expensive bottle up here.
And the hardest to get.
And the hardest to get.
Although, I mean, this is pretty hard too, but yeah.
Yeah, so let's see here. Victor says, Willett 4-year at 50 to 60, best value for rye, equivalent to Old Forester 1920 for bourbon. 6-year gift is a score. Yeah, I was really excited to open up that box. Okay, so here's a question from Grod Pro. Says, is that Glendronach 15? I think this is a 14.
14.
So this is it older than stated? So as you guys know, if you watched our Glendronach drink through, we talk about how the distillery was closed for a period of time, and a lot of the age stated products are actually much older than the number on the bottle.
Right.
I believe the 15 caught back up to actually being 15-year-old, like 2018, 2019. So it's been
a couple of years ago.
So I would imagine the 14 is caught up. Actually, I'm going to look at the date on this because I have no idea when this was bought. Okay, so this was bottled, though, in 2016.
Oh.
I'm looking at the laser code.
Maybe,
Possibly, but I would say, though,
maybe
it's a special release, and I don't think they would have put a different age. I think if this was actually older, they would have put the age on there. So I do think it's actually a 14.
Yeah.
But good question.
Well, especially if you're in the 18-year range. It's like you feel like they would just state it as 18. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
it's 4 years off.
Exactly. And really, how hard could it be for them to put a different number on those bottles and cans? They probably have so many of them, though.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to reprint all these.
I like how we're thinking from a production point of view. Like, how hard is that?
All right. Reiki XY says, excited to hear your thoughts on the Kirkland 24, trying to see whether or not to pull that trigger. Yeah, we'll get into that one next.
I'll let you know. Although, dude, I mean, the cost is so low on those things.
Yeah. So then Lando is here, says that he's enjoying a sample of Weller single barrel given to me by a friend who scored a bottle. Very interesting.
Nice.
All right, Roy is stepping away to watch the Dodgers game.
Nice. You gotta, let me know the score, man.
Yeah, just tried the Dame Mas Reserva tequila, and it was oaky and sweet. I've not tried that. I've seen that
Dame
before.
Mas. I've seen that out there, yeah.
So we'll have to add that to our never-ending list of reviews that
Especially on tequilas, because we're really behind.
We're really behind. Okay, so here's Gentle Wind is drinking the 80 proof. So that's the newer version of the 18 that is out there. So if you ever see the old version at 43% on the shelves, it's usually priced the same as the new version. So I would usually opt for the higher proof one, but yeah, they're both good. So Vortex. So the 15 years were 21 in 2016. Yeah, so that's what got me thinking though. But as a special release, I think I just think they would have put the.
You don't think they would actually? Yeah, exactly. Right.
I think they would have put the real year on it. So I don't know.
Could be off.
All right. So
Still
let's get
deserves
into
a shoulder shrug.
Yeah.
Oh.
How's the nose? That does not smell like Glendronach, though.
No.
There's really no sherry. Actually, no, there is.
No, I'm getting some plum. Yeah.
But it's weird.
There's a red fruit.
There's like a layer of like sweet wood first. Like it's not like a tannic oak. It just smells like.
See, the thing that got me first was it wasn't even the wood. It was more of like a ginger snap thing.
Yeah, there's something
You know?
sweet.
Yeah.
And then you get the sherry sweetness
And the sherry
way
sweetness
underneath
comes
it.
in.
Yeah.
Oh man, because now it's like it's all plum.
It's a gentle, very gentle nose.
Except that initial whiff. I felt like I got hit. You know.
Well, sorry, it's a little bit alcohol. There's alcohol there, but
there's
it's subtle is I guess the word I'm looking for. Sorry. Just want to make sure it's clear which one we're talking about. It's a very subtle nose. There's a decent amount of ethanol.
Yeah. But
But,
it doesn't burn.
like the flavors are not punching you in the face. Like you got to look for them.
You got to tease it too.
This would not be a 10 on the nose for either one of us. I know for me.
Definitely
and
not
I know
for me.
Jules doesn't get anything in 10.
I do very rarely.
But good nose. Everything's good
Yeah.
there. All right, let's get into the palate.
Going in. Okay. Whoa. What is that finish that's happening?
That's the sweet wood.
It's like,
It's like you poured sugar on pine,
yeah, and I took a chunk out of pine.
but it's not very tannic. I feel like it's gonna get tannic, and it never really does for me.
Yeah, it's not tannic, but whoa. And that really only happens to me on the back end.
That's one of those roller coaster
That's
sips.
different, guy. Oh, man.
That's a roller coaster of a drink right there. I'm not convinced it's my favorite dram, but it's really interesting. It's pretty spicy up front. A good amount of sweetness. And then that woody finish. It's sugary.
It's seriously like if you poured, like what you said earlier. Well, actually, I don't know what you said earlier for pouring
I
on
poured
wood, but, like,
sugar on pine.
I was going to say like caramel, honey.
It's not caramel. It's not a burnt sugar to me. It's a really bright, like, crystal sugar.
No, man.
And there's like a touch of that plum. Maybe.
Yeah. Touch of that on the end. Wow, that is... Man, I think the only way I could describe this is like double whammy. Whammy on the nose, whammy
I mean,
on
the finish is
the palate.
crazy good. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's still going. Like,
Oh, yeah,
that's
and it lingers, and it sits, and it's really
off
nice.
the charts for finish. That's fantastic.
Wow.
Wow is right. All right, I want to let this sit for a little while as we get into the next ones and see how it
Oh,
changes.
that was crazy, guys.
Yeah, serious roller coaster. All right, we got my Glendronach 14. All right, catch up on the chats here. Actually, before we do that, why don't we pour our Kirkland?
Oh, okay.
So we give it the proper time. I mean, it's old.
Yeah, we should let these open up.
If you listen to Ralphie, you know,
Right.
1 year for, or sorry, 1 minute for
1
every
minute.
year.
Yeah. That's
So,
wait, I should label this.
Why don't we get a close up of the bottle first?
Oh, yeah. So check it out, guys. Kirkland 24.
Yeah.
Sherry cask finish. In the back there. Oh, I realize I'm not in the center. Is that a quote from Alexander Murray? It is. A great sherried malt to share with friends.
That sounds like something Ralphie would say. Look at the color on this thing.
I know, dude. That is syrupy dark, man.
So this is a Speyside, right? Yeah, Speyside, single malt, Scotch, sherry cask finish. Of course, we don't know where it's from. 92 proof. So what was the Glendronach? Was this 46%?
So 80, 92.
Well, yeah, 92, so could it be a Glendronach? Wow, just this looks
Dang,
like, looks
dude,
like melted
look at
caramel.
that, dude. Yeah.
It's so
Wow.
dark. Just
Liquefied caramel.
compare the
guys.
two, the color of the two.
Oh
I
my
mean, it
gosh. It's like cola dark.
seriously is.
Oh
I
man.
don't know. Does it say if there's any coloring? Because that is so dark. I guess at 24 years, it very well could be. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I feel like we had this info, or Dylan had the info for the last one, so. All right, let's catch up on the chat here. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Tay-Biz says the 24 year has me curious. Hashtag CPU. What order are you going to drink these in? Are you worried that some of these will blow your palate out? Yes, definitely. That's why
we put the rye.
It was going to be in the order we had them up here. Yeah. So we're going to put the Willett Rye at the end.
Yeah.
In general, when we've tried to do ryes and then do like a sherry finished Scotch, there's just
or
no
anything
way.
else really.
Except another rye. Or maybe like a high proof bourbon can work,
but
like a 90 something proof sherry finished Scotch, you're just not going to taste it. It's happened to us before when we were filming reviews and we did a rye, like a punchy rye, and then tried to do. Actually, I think it was the Kirkland 23.
I was going to say I think it was a Kirkland.
And I tasted it.
After.
I was like, no, there's something wrong here. So we had to take a break and reset the palate. So. All right, let's see here. Grod Pro says, I saw that little book at my local Total Wine and skipped on it. I kind of regret it. Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Me too.
I haven't had any of the little books, so I really want to try that one. David Little says, I've missed the last couple of your live streams. Looks like I picked a good one to come back on. Yeah.
Man, thanks for joining us.
Hopefully it's good.
No, man, it is good already.
Okay, I guess it's good.
Okay.
Jose Garcia with a super chat.
Super chat.
Thank you so much. Salute, amigos. Happy Monday. Salute. Have a great live stream. How'd you find Jack 10? No, I have not found one.
We're still looking for it.
I was kind of looking for a while, and then I was busy, and then it seems like it's just disappeared from everywhere. And I'm not going to spend $300 for a Jack Daniel's 10-year. I'm sorry.
I haven't even seen that though. That's the thing. I haven't even.
I've seen it overpriced.
Okay, I haven't even seen it.
So I'm keeping my eyes open. If it comes across us, we'll probably try it out. Yeah. So Steve says, "Did I miss the moment of silence from Mr. Dillon?"
No, we already paid homage.
We paid homage.
Besides, he's a no-show, as usual.
Well, regular Dillon is a no-show, as usual. But Mr. Dillon
is a no-show as usual, too, though. That's my point. Unless it's Stag.
James Morgan says, I hear don't pay silly money for the Jack 10 is nothing special. Yeah, I've actually kind of been avoiding the reviews of it because I was keeping my my hopes up that we'd get a bottle, but I guess I'm going to go watch all the reviews.
I've seen all the reviews on it, and people are saying, do not even pay.
Don't waste, That's kind of what I figured. I mean, with Jack Daniels, we did that drink through, and just nothing came close to the barrel proof. The single barrel proof. And I'm kind of convinced that Jack is only really good in that situation where it's uncut, very high proof, and it's great. But then everything else, it's just, I don't know.
Watered down.
For the connoisseur, it's not for the connoisseur, I'd say. All right, Mr. Whiskey Shit's in the house. Hey. Cheers, gentlemen. I enjoyed the Remus 5 review. Dylan has a superb palate. Yes, you got in there early for the pre-release of that, which should be coming out for everybody. It's supposed to be today, but it's going to be tomorrow because I forgot. But yeah, that'll be a fun one.
I was about to say, it's like, I didn't know we actually released that yet.
No, it's like,
members only. So nice tease.
Yeah, nice tease. I won't say anything else. I'll just say that we're probably going to piss a lot of people off.
I usually do on a regular basis. So. I tell it as it is, man.
Yeah.
Dylan's such a cheerleader.
Jeez. All right, here's a question from Hetty Hawaii. Honest question. I'm just falling in love with fine liquors and find myself wanting to sip on something every single night. I was curious, do you all sip on something every night or do you take days off? That's a great question. We should get the chat.
Yeah, I'm curious what the chat has to say, too.
To respond to that, too. I go in waves, personally.
Me, too.
I almost always, if it's been, 3 or 4 days in a row of trying things, I'll usually, take 3 or 4 days off. But that's just me. I don't know.
I think for me, it's just honestly, how I'm feeling, how the week is going. So there's been a couple of weeks where it's okay, every day, just because the work has been tough or whatever, the day's been rough. And then there's times where actually I've stopped because we'll do in preparation for any filming we do. So it's kind of okay.
Well, I usually stop for a while after we've filmed.
Yeah,
for
especially
a few days,
that. Mostly
then I'm just
it's
need a reset.
So I think it depends.
And it also, for me, if I've been getting a lot of new bottles, before we were doing these lives, when I was just getting the bottles and cracking into new things, if I got something that day or found something, I would crack into it and just try it.
Yeah.
But now that we're kind of saving them up for these live streams, I'm kind of spacing it out a little bit more. But
yeah. Like, to be honest, in prep for this, I didn't actually drink anything this weekend, even though it was like an amazing sporting weekend where I easily could have.
Yeah.
But even stayed away from beer.
Wow.
So. And that's tough, man, during football and, dude, during boxing.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially a boxing match like that. That was an amazing
fight.
But yeah, good question. I mean, I always say exercise caution. Give yourself a rest here and there.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. Be smart. All right, yeah, Rip, rest in peace, Mr. Dillon. Lando. Look at this. See, Restream cannot show our... No, it doesn't show our thingies. What are they called? Emojis.
Emojis.
Dumb. All right, I got behind here. Sorry, guys. Trying to find my place.
Right here. Or if you see the other monitor.
Oh, okay. Where am I supposed to go?
Well, you started with...
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. Jeff Perkins says, have you guys tried any of the Golden Devil single barrel rums? Picked up the Foursquare release from K&L, and I'm really digging it. I have not.
Me too. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know how it is. I mean, you're really digging it.
Right.
So I guess it's good. I have not tried those, though.
But curious where you how
I think I saw that come through. I think it's like an Alexander Murray type deal where they're independent bobblers and they get stuff from distillers. Quite frankly, I mean, I want to do more rum stuff, but we keep doing Foursquare because it's so good.
It's so good.
But we got to work in some other rums.
Yeah.
Vortex says, I bet Barrel Proof Jack would be even better if it weren't charcoal filtered. All right. Yeah. So everybody's chiming in with their drinking habits, so I'll let you guys read those. Electric Banana says, hockey starts this week. Going to be having a few drams while watching the Jets games.
Nice.
And all right, let's get to this.
Hockey this week, basketball this week. It's a good time to be a sports fan.
Yeah, I mean that Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah, dude.
Was amazing.
I mean, guys, tell us. I know you guys watched it.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Ooh, wow, that smells like bourbon. Is that just me?
It's not just you. It's because I was gonna say this.
It doesn't really smell like sherry.
No, at all.
It smells like Abelor.
Wow. What's going on?
That's a really confusing nose. Wow, that really smells like a bourbon. That's so weird.
That's really weird.
Wow.
Well, I mean, that's what a sherry cask influence is supposed to do, right?
Well, it's supposed to add a
Bring
sweetness.
some more of the sweetness. Yeah,
usually you get that dark fruit,
right.
Especially on the
Dark
nose.
fruit.
I mean, I'm not getting any of that.
No.
Wow. All right, let's give it a taste here. There's a lot of sweetness.
Ooh.
Good amount of oak too. Not tannic.
Not tannic. I'm actually getting like
finish is kind of short.
Really short.
Especially after that Glendronach.
Yeah.
That Glendronach just kept going. This one's
it's a little bit drying.
A little bit drying.
Mouthfeel.
I think the sweetness kind of masks it on the palate.
Yeah.
And then it kind of hits you a little bit later.
After, yeah. But I'm getting like like a tobacco influence.
Yeah. There's like a musty oak.
Something like that, right? Like, I can only describe it as like tobacco.
It's a really, really good flavor.
Yeah.
Really, really good flavors. Only shortcoming for me is the finish is like...
Because it's short.
Just gone. I want this to linger a little more. And what lingers is that tannic. Like, it just kind of dries your mouth.
It dries it a lot, guys. Like, dry mouthfeel.
So going off my memory, I think we liked the 22 year a little bit better than the 23.
Okay. I don't remember.
And I don't know how I would rate this compared to the other ones. It'll be an interesting one to maybe do a side-by-side in the future.
Drink through.
But this is for $67. This is a steal.
$67
For this flavor bomb of of a Scotch.
Yeah.
No brainer. If you see this,
$67.
And it's really, I'd say it's really approachable too. So if you're coming at it from not being an experienced Scotch drinker, this is very, very easy to get into. Like there's the flavors are
nothing's
bold,
off-putting.
big, nothing off-putting.
I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
And if anything, you'll be really intrigued with the nose.
Yeah.
The nose is such a different characteristic.
Wow. All right. I am gonna
Should let this
let
open
this
up
one
a little
sit as well, along with the Glendronach.
What was the proof on this again? 90 something? 92. Wow. Okay, guys. There you have it. I think someone in the chat did ask. Like, I think you got to pick it up, man.
I mean, it's such a bargain.
It's so cheap too, dude.
It's such a bargain at that price point that, I mean, I would definitely say this is a nice one to have on the shelf. I mean, if nothing else, it can be a great background whiskey.
This is one of those where I don't even, I mean, even though it's so cheap, like, you can tempt it to mix it and stuff. But it's like, this is...
nah, you couldn't mix this.
You just enjoy this. It's such a weird experience.
Yes. Yeah. All right, let's get caught up here before we get into the little book. But, yeah, I mean, I would definitely recommend the Kirkland.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But anyway, let's get caught up here. Sorry, I got behind, guys. All right. I
think we're right.
Dark Meat Chicken says... Oh, no, sorry. Don Rumgay says, currently relaxing with a Highland Park 13-year-old from their single casks series, refill sherry butt, 63.2%. Did you see the 15-year-old was returning? Yeah, I did see that. I'm curious if it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Because I know the 12-year flavor profile definitely changed when they rebranded. And that old 15-year, I mean, if you guys saw that drink through, that's like one of our favorites. So,
but you can't get any more.
Yeah. But I hope that they are basically going to do the same thing with the new bottling. Because if they are, then I'm gonna love it, because I love that 15-year-old, old 15-year-old, one of my favorite scotches. Period. All right, Dark Meat Chicken says, so the Foursquare review while you were in Vegas, where did you guys eat steak at? That's right. I think we were talking about getting.
Did we
steak
talk about that? Oh yeah, we did.
I think after that we went to Craft Steak.
Yeah.
Right after that, yeah, and we ate a lot of steak.
Can't go wrong there, man. Plenty of meat.
But go with a group.
Yeah.
And do the tasting.
And by group we mean like it's got to be more than 4 of you, because that's not.
Otherwise, they'll
you
try
need
to
at least
kill
6
you.
people.
Yeah. All right. Siyama, evening, gentlemen. Evening back at you. Brian is looking forward to the 6-year-old Willett family estate.
Same here, man.
Okay. So here we got a comment from Ray saying that he was talking to a rep for Highland Park. It will supposedly be the same flavor profile as the previous release, so the old 15-year. That's awesome.
Ooh, hopefully, man.
We're gonna have to do a side by side.
I know. Yeah, we got to do a comparo.
I really hope it is.
May even get to the point we got to do a blind too, dude.
Yeah, probably.
That'll be fun.
All right, Michael Jonas in the house.
Hey.
Sorry, just tuning in, just back from a week in Kentucky and cracking into a Boone County 8-year-old weeded pick I just picked up. Very nice.
Nice.
Is that an MGP weeder? Is that what they use? I think it is. Adam says, San Diego's Costco had the Jack 10 drop this past weekend. Picked up a case. I'll be back at my La Jolla home Thanksgiving week. I'll shoot you an email. Awesome.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. I will...
Dude, which San Diego Costco? 'Cause
Yeah.
I was
actually thinking about going this past weekend. I was like, they're not going to have anything good. And I always say that when something good happens.
I didn't
so
see
should've
anything,
gone.
man.
But I'll have to check. Maybe there's some remnants.
I even went up
doubt
to
it.
Poway.
Oh, hey, what's up? Mash and Drum in the
Dude,
house. Jason, thank you so
Jason.
much, man.
Cheers,
Loved your
man.
Foursquare 2009 review. Definitely comes off like a cognac, but less punchy overall. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Back at you. Yeah, the 2009, I mean, it's still excellent. I think we have such high... It's same thing happened with Shibboleth when we reviewed Shibboleth. Like I think we just have, that 2008 and 2007, and then like the Redoubtable, just they're so good.
It's just so hard when you like hit the top.
It is, and it's still. I think
and
it's
they're
still
still good. Don't get me wrong. It's still good. Yeah, it was still good.
Absolutely excellent rum.
I mean, guys.
But yeah, it had a little bit of something different on the across the board. I mean, the nose was fantastic, as good as a rum nose can get. The palate, to me, just wasn't quite up to the 2008, 2007 Redoubtable with like punchier.
I just remember, 2007. Part of it too is because I had that recently. I remember going into it, so it's like you got when you're comparing it, man, it's hard.
Right, and even not comparing it, I think even just like in a vacuum, it's just it's great. It's a gold medal rum. It's just not a diamond, right? Which few things are for us. So
exactly. Not if Dylan was the only one running the show, man. Everything would be diamond, man.
But anyway, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you being here. All right, Walking Ears in the house.
Hey.
Hello, Curiosity Public Universe. Electric Banana says, what kind of shenanigans happen in Vegas?
Oh.
A lot. It's coming.
Can't really say, because we're gonna release some stuff.
Yeah. There's some stuff coming.
Watch, it's like this build up, and then you guys will not like it at all.
I haven't edited any of it because it's just like so much chaos that hopefully we can make some sense of it. But my hope is that
we gave ourselves some challenges while we were in Vegas.
There were
interesting
3
challenges.
Different challenges that we did.
Well, we did 3?
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't realize we filmed that much. Wow.
Yeah.
So there you guys go. 3 challenges.
Whether or not it ends up becoming cohesive episodes, I'm really hoping it does, but I need to go through all the footage. So I would say in the next couple months, we'll have that stuff out.
Couple months.
It's going to be a beast to edit, that's why.
Yeah. No, it will be, guys. Just because he's dealing from multiple cameras. Because that was the other thing, too. So we really couldn't even use our regular camera gear.
Yeah, obviously we didn't have a set.
Going into the casinos.
Well, don't tell them where we went.
But we're in Vegas. They know we went to a casino. Come on, man.
We didn't film anything inside a casino. It was all green screen.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we would never get
So, those reviews were all green screen.
But yeah, I look forward to that stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope that they turn out well. We had a lot of fun doing it.
I'm looking forward to the editing.
Whether or not that means it's...
Right, if it translates to something entertaining for you guys. Hopefully.
Yeah, so Jason says, it's still great, agree, Foursquare is a victim of their own deliciousness. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just
so good.
They're splitting hairs at this point.
Yeah.
With where they are, so...
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jonas says, yes, the Boone County picks are MGP. Yeah, I've heard great things about the Weeders. I've never had the Weeders. I've had a couple of the different age-stated bourbons. I think we've had the 10 and the 12.
Yeah. Oh, 12?
Is it?
I know I had the 10.
I think there's a 12 also, yeah. I think we've had both of those. And I found the 12 to just almost be too oaky from what I remember for my palate.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Really flavorful stuff, though. It's good stuff. So Adam says, yeah, the Morena
PB Costco. All right.
Well,
I gotta go. Going tomorrow.
I'm sure it's sold out, dude.
I know.
There's no way it's still there.
You never know, though. It's like one of those where it's like,
Vortex says,
you need a scratch.
Bottle drops out the hotel window. Yeah, we got a mattress.
We wanted to do something. I know. There was a mattress and something with a tiger.
Oh, man. Okay, so Lando says there's still some old Highland Park 15 collecting dust. For $90, I would buy it personally.
Yeah, for $90,
because I love that
go buy
stuff.
that thing.
I mean,
what?
It's a no-brainer for me because I just like it so much. But, all right, James says a new Highland Park 15 has dropped in the UK. It's in a ceramic bottle called Viking Heart at 44% ABV. Is that the one? I don't know. I heard about that, but then I thought that was like a special release.
Yeah.
And I think the 15 is going to be following the new motif with the glass bottle. I don't know. I saw the ceramic bottle thing, but I didn't take the time to read what it was. So I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat can clarify. But I thought that was like a special release, and that there's going to be a new regular release 15. But maybe it is going to be in that bottle. I don't know. Okay.
I don't think I've seen this bottle. Or else I would know about it.
Here's a great question. I kind of wish Dylan was here for this question from Sunstrath. Sometimes in your celeb reviews, you give bonus points for giftability. How many proper 12s have you guys given out so far? I don't have any friends that are huge
You give
Conor
it to
McGregor
a friend of me?
I don't have any friends that love Conor McGregor, though, so I've had no opportunity.
I don't know anybody who actually loves Conor McGregor. I mean, he's one of those where he's just an interesting watch, though.
Yeah, there's like...
I pretty much have
MMA.
seen every one of his UFC fights. Because he's so entertaining,
He's super entertaining, I agree.
And actually, he's one of those where, like, you truly appreciate the press conference more. Like, all the hype and build-up before the bout, so...
Okay, so Ray says it will be in the glass. Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. I've seen that ceramic bottle. It's like a white porcelain, like.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen
thing.
this.
It looks really cool, but I do think that's a special release. So, yeah, I am definitely looking forward to that. I mean, Highland Park, the cask strength stuff, as you guys know, we absolutely loved it. The batch 2 that we tried on our last live stream.
I mean, didn't one of them make the...
Yeah, batch 1, I think.
Batch 1 made the top... Oh, no, maybe
it's
not.
on the leaderboard. Yeah, it's on
Where's
the
it's at the bottom. Okay,
yeah,
so I did make the leaderboard.
Tied with Doc Swinson batch 9 for 85 points.
Guys,
so.
it's so good, yeah.
Okay, so Michael Jonas says, what bottles have you guys already cracked into? So we did the Kirkland 24, which we just finished. It's sitting here. Excellent. Maybe lacking a little bit on finish, we thought, but a really bourbon flavored nose. Like there's not, the sherry doesn't come through on the nose. On the palate is intense flavor. Nothing off-putting.
Just great, short.
The finish was short.
Is just short, yeah.
Great flavor. I mean, at that price point.
But at this price point, no brainer.
No brainer.
Pick it up.
And then the other one we cracked into was the Glendronach 14, which was almost the opposite.
I described it as the double whammy because it was one of those with the nose you got a whammy on the lid, and then the single.
But the nose is much more subtle.
Right.
The palate was kind of a roller coaster, and then the finish was amazing.
And it lingered, and it was it's awesome.
Okay, so moving away from Scotch. Actually, before we move away from the Scotch, I'm going to go back and retry these. So the Glendronach, give it another taste here.
All right.
Oh, there's more sweetness on the palate, and it's more
There's
dark
more
fruit.
sweetness on the nose too.
There's more dark fruit. Before it was like a white sugar for me. Now it does taste like the dark fruit.
Yeah, because I was getting that before, but you're right. It increased.
It's sweeter
in presence.
Yep. I almost liked it better.
Yeah, the first
before it opened
before
up.
It opened up.
So I'm gonna leave it. I mean, I'll come to this at the end again and to see if it changes any.
But even the even on the nose, it got sweeter. Wow.
All right, let's try the Kirkland one more time here. The Kirkland 23 year.
24.
24. Wow. I wrote 23 on my.
No. I was like, oh, was it?
Good save. And the nose is just so good on this.
It's still good, dude.
Yeah, the nose is excellent. Oh, man. Wow. Finish is a little bit better. Still short.
I was going to say, the finish actually is a little bit longer for me this time.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
it's still pretty. It's still shorter than Glendronach.
This more now towards the medium.
It's almost like to me, it's like a mix between Abelor Buna and like a Glendronach 18 or 20 or 21.
I was gonna say this felt like something we would have blended ourselves.
Yes, except the finish isn't as good as either of those. I don't think, but like the flavors are like it's some sort of a mix between those. All right. So Vortex says that the new Highland Park 15 is the same bottle but made out of ceramic instead of glass. So maybe it is that ceramic one. Okay. Yeah. And then Ray says batch 2 should be hitting shelves. Yeah, it's already hit the shelves out here. We did that. We drank it on our last live stream. It was like 2 weeks ago. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Highly recommend that one. If you like Highland Park, you're gonna love that, no question. Okay, time to change gears.
Little book.
Get into some bourbon. So, little book. These are kind of in the Booker's containers, obviously. Here, do something with that. I mean, it's a nice presentation.
Oh yeah,
it's a great looking box, great looking bottle.
Little book crafted by Fredino, stamped it. Oh, I guess we don't have that angle.
Oh yeah, I'll turn that on. Yeah. Let's get the bottle close up before we get into this. So there's the box.
The box. And then...
And the bottle.
Here's the bottle. And actually the only way you can even tell it is number 5 was through this little tag.
Yeah, and the tag has the details of...
05, you guys can see that.
Has the details of what's in there as well, so we'll go over that. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry, camera issues here. Okay, so in the little book, batch 5. I don't know if somebody in the chat knows if they did anything funky with the mash bill. It does say that it is recipe 36. So I don't know if that means mash bill recipe or just blending recipe. So there's a 2-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon, a 3-year-old straight rye malt whiskey, 5-year-old straight bourbon, and a 15-year-old straight bourbon. So there's some
2, 5.
Well, the
15?
2, 5, 15 for the bourbons, and then a
Okay.
3-year rye.
3-year rye. Okay.
So interesting. It's called the Invitation. Invitation to Love. Name of the show. It is a show. It's a show within a show.
Yeah, exactly.
See if anybody gets that one. Okay, let's get this poured. There's some good questions coming up here, though, so I want to get back to the chat. All right, an easy pull wax. Always appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Synthetic cork. It's a good color to this, too.
Yeah, it looks pretty dark.
That's that 15-year-old. Basically looks like a Booker's bottle.
Yeah,
right?
looks the same.
I mean,
a stamp.
A little bit of a
Wax
different
stamp. Yeah, sticker.
proof point, by the way.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
50. Sorry, proof is 116.8.
Ooh.
58.4. So
Going up.
very interesting. Oh, there's a little more info here. No, there's not. Thought it was. Okay, let's get to some of these questions. Some good questions here. There was a question about Remus Repeal 5, and then I see that Jeff told the answer here. We did do Remus 5, and it was released to the private this morning. Actually, yesterday, we released it to the members, and it should be out tomorrow for everybody. Adam says, have you guys had a chance to go to Cowboy Star Steak House? Nice bourbon selection in the back. Yeah,
yes.
It's a great spot.
It's a
Love
great spot. Oh, yeah.
We had another question here about San Diego I saw. Oh, yeah. Siyama says, went to Born and Raised this weekend. Had a nice Knob Creek pick. Yeah, Born and Raised is another really awesome steakhouse. The ambiance is really cool. Ambiance is cooler than Cowboy Star.
Cowboy Star, yeah.
I don't know if the steaks are better, but they're pretty.
Cowboy Star,
excellent.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Both steaks are great. But I think if I remember, Cowboy Star had more interesting cocktails, maybe? Something like that. Can't remember.
I'm usually not. Sometimes I'll get a cocktail, but not very often anymore.
True.
Okay, let's get into this little book, batch 5, guys. Nose.
Sweet, dude.
Sweet. Smells like bean, though. It's got that peanut, you know?
Yeah.
It's a little punchy.
Yep. You get the peanut for sure.
Did they have better lemonade? We did film a lemonade review. Do you remember?
We did?
When you were eating that burger?
I do not remember this at all. This is
The
Vegas?
pink lemonade? Yeah. The place inside Aria.
I do not remember this at all, man. Oh my god.
I was like, what are you drinking?
Okay, well then it was a proper Vegas trip. I totally blacked out. I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Okay. It's an interesting nose. It's sweet. And once you get past the peanuts, there's actually some interesting...
It's not much. It's really hidden. Like vanilla undertone for me.
It's like Gatorade.
Gatorade?
I get like...
I've never smelled Gatorade.
Lemon lime Gatorade right through the middle of this for some reason. Seriously, think about lemon lime Gatorade.
All right.
In between the peanuts and the grain.
No, man. I'm not getting any of that.
Maybe it's because we were talking about lemonade.
Yeah. No, it's more like a vanilla thing, dude. Totally vanilla.
Yeah, there's some caramel, vanilla, light caramel.
No, man, the vanilla's really strong. Once you break through the ethanol head.
Yeah, it's a nice nose.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it translates to the palate.
It does. and then some.
Wow. Spice
I'm
comes
getting
late.
Really late.
Yeah.
So beginning though, I am getting the vanilla. Vanilla carries through with the caramel, but then I get a wave of cinnamon.
Yeah.
Like the cinnamon, dude. Like red hots even.
Mm-hmm. Spicy.
Yeah.
The beginning of the palate,
finish.
The beginning of the palate is almost nondescript, and then I got like huge hit of spice.
Yeah.
And then
that's what I mean. Like it's like light, like a vanilla taste for me at the beginning, and then the wave.
Interesting.
That's the best way to describe it, guys.
But now it's
seriously,
gone.
it's a wave of
Now it's gone for me.
No, dude, it lingers.
I don't know.
Oh,
let me give it another sip.
Wow.
Doesn't taste like Gatorade.
Yeah. Thank God. Oh wow, yeah, dude.
It's spicy.
Spicy.
It tastes very. That rye is coming through. I mean, there must be a lot of that 3-year rye.
I mean,
because it's very
not just
punchy.
spicy. It's actually hot. Like my mouth feels a few degrees warm.
Almost numbing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cinnamon.
Wow.
It's like a spicy cinnamon
It's that.
with a mint. And
Yeah.
like almost like that numbing, like the numbing peppercorn thing.
Exactly, like a numbing thing with the mint.
I'd say if you like a spicy high rye bourbon, or if you just like the spicy ryes, you'll love this thing. I mean, it's a good proof point. The drink's below proof for me a little bit.
Oh yeah,
It's not like a
definitely.
proof
No.
spice.
It's not. No.
It's like a
you're not
peppery-
getting the punch.
yeah.
It's more of that peppery spice. But it comes at you like in this wave. Woo.
That's an enjoyable one to sip on, I gotta say. Like that's how expensive was this? Do you know?
I don't remember. I think I have the receipt somewhere. Oh yeah, maybe over here. I can check.
Yeah, let's find out how much. I think they're like 100 something, 120, 150.
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's.
But this was a Dylan order. That's why. So he knows how much.
Yeah, whenever we get Dylan back from mourning,
Exactly.
then we'll get an answer on that. Yeah, I don't think I could justify chasing this down and overpaying for it.
Which I know Dylan
just
chased it. I don't know how much he paid
Let's just
for it.
see. Let's just see what Little Book is going for right now, because I need to have a frame of reference. Let's see.
Yeah,
Little
to
Book
critique
5.
this.
Let's see what it's actually going for. I can't find.
Let me
it.
guess.
Okay, take a guess. The first one that comes up,
250 plus.
$2.99.
There it
But it
is.
looks like it should be more like $150. So yeah, I can find it. This one, $150. Would I pay $150 for this bottle?
For number 5?
Yeah. I don't think I would. I mean, it's not crazy when you think about like how
At
crazy.
150, it's not bad. No, at 150, you're grabbing this, dude.
I'm not. If it was 100, I
At
could
150?
see it. But I don't know, man. I just think there's some high proof ryes that you can get for under $100.
You can get really good stuff, actually.
And then think about like the wild turkey high proof rye, the rare breed rye.
Oh.
Come on, you're grabbing that over this, right?
Totally.
I don't know. It's in general though these days I'm having trouble rationalizing any of the $150 plus whiskeys because there's just you're splitting hairs. I feel like, and I mean some of them are excellent, but some of them I just feel like really like.
So this you're getting a blend. Spicier beam profile.
Spicier bean. It's interesting.
So, which is interesting. Which is,
it reminds me of this. So they had
it's unique enough to pay $150 though. I think I might.
Okay, do you remember Forgiven? It was the Wild Turkey Forgiven, and it was a bourbon, and they had this. I think a fake story where the guy dumped rye into the bourbon thing.
That's right.
So it was like this. It was a blend of rye and bourbon. It's actually really good.
But I don't remember that experience.
I think it was way cheaper than this. But of course, this was like 5 years ago when it came out.
But I'm trying to think from just an experience point of view, though, from what you're getting out of this. I mean, when you get that wave of spice, that's different.
Yeah.
The nose is a typical profile you get on the rye.
Well, let's see. We're about to drink some rye.
Right.
So
we'll see how.
Let's reserve. I'm going to reserve judgment. Right now, I'm thinking I have a tough time
It's
rationalizing
right now,
it.
though, dude. LB5.
I'd say, I mean, if you can get it at 150.
If you got 150,
you're not going to feel let down. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to feel let down, but
No, but not 250 plus. No, forget it. Move on.
I don't know.
I think at 150 it's still intriguing enough.
But is it worth hunting for? Is it really worth hunting
No,
for?
it's one of those where if I see it at 150, okay. But if I don't see it, forget it.
If I see it sub 150, I think.
Yeah, but 150 is the threshold. That's what I'm saying.
I'd rather pay.
With taxes,
I'd say
like
at
140.
At $100. At $100, I would say.
no brainer. No brainer.
You know what?
Yeah.
This is good.
You gotta have it on your shelf. It's different enough. There's a different enough experience. It's about the experience, man.
So Vortex has a question here. I just saw it pop up. Is this a rye? So it does have rye in it. So the breakdown, which is on the little card, it does include a 3-year-old rye malt whiskey. So including, I mean, there's also a 15-year-old bourbon. It doesn't have the ratio. So I would venture a guess that there's a decent amount of rye in this, just based on the flavor profile.
Yeah, totally. It's a lot of rye, I think.
I think so. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell. A little bit could go a long way in this context too. Yeah. So, all right. So let's see what we missed in the chat here. Dutch is on a roll tonight. Not one drop on the table. Well, I
not
did
a single drop.
A little bit of the Glendronach, the first one.
Beginning?
There was a little bit there.
It already evaporated. I didn't even notice that. Good catch, man.
So, yeah, here's another question on point. How does Little Book compare to Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye, I'm assuming, or Four Roses Single Barrel? Well, I guess I would probably spend the money on Rare Breed or Rare Breed Rye and mix them together if I wanted to get this.
Do your own blend.
Four Roses Single Barrel is different.
Yes.
Different for sure. This is a little punchier.
Experience.
This is way punchier, I think. Yeah. It really, to me, drinks more like a rye.
Oh, yeah.
I would compare this to Rare Breed Rye,
totally. Yeah.
and I would probably spend what is it, $60?
60.
70? I would spend the money on that. That's me. Okay. Steve says, as it is cheaper than Booker's and Knob Creek 120 proof barrel, 120 proof single barrel, would you recommend at 125 retail its MSRP? Cheaper than Booker's. Is it cheaper than Booker's? I thought Booker's was less. Oh no, Booker's has gone up. I've stopped buying Booker's a long time ago, so I don't really remember. I think it's around. Isn't that around the same price?
Booker's,
as Booker's
is that 150?
I don't know. The Knob Creek single barrel
I'll look it up.
is cheaper. Oh, I don't know. If this is 125 MSRP.
Oh, I guess he's right. Damn, dude.
No, but see that Booker's is 80.
Tag along. It's 80.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't know. This is if you dig Booker's, you'd probably find this pretty interesting because this is kind of like a rye Booker's.
Oh yeah, this is big time.
I think if you're a Beam fan, it's a no-brainer at MSRP. If you spend MSRP on this, you're not going to feel let down.
No. But if you're getting to the secondary prices, forget it, dude.
It's not worth more. It's not worth much more than MSRP, I would say. Yeah.
Don't even bother.
Okay. Ross says, off topic, I just saw a Joseph Magnus for $98. Is it worth it? The regular Magnus or the Murray Hill or the cigar? The regular one, I personally wouldn't. It's it gets very sweet the longer it sits.
Yeah, but I remember
it's good, but I
mean
it's kind of an acquired taste.
Syrupy sweetness.
Sweet. I honestly haven't tried it in a long time. I still got that bottle from when we reviewed it on the old channel years ago. The Murray Hill Club I liked better because it didn't have that. I think they used a sherry finish for the regular Joseph Magnus.
Okay.
And that it just made it too sweet. All right. So let me see. Am I caught up? Kind of. Let me see. What is your take on the Nulu lineup? Good question from Tyler. So we cracked into the California release Nulu on our last live stream. I think it's pretty good.
I don't remember.
It's like a nicely blended MGP, decent proof. if you're paying MSRP like 60 bucks, it's pretty good. I wouldn't overpay for them though, personally.
Yeah, I don't remember. If
not
I liked
not
it or
memorable
not
for
during
Jules. So there you go. That's another
yeah.
data point.
But I don't remember much, man.
Oh, so Steve says it's more expensive than Booker. Okay, got it.
Okay, got it.
I was a little confused with that, but yeah, factoring in Booker's being cheaper and the Knob Creek, I mean, I personally would go for those. This is a different experience, though.
It's different though. That's why.
You're right.
I mean, it's one of
It is
those
unique.
where I could justify the 150.
I would give it the points for uniqueness for sure.
Yeah.
It's not like the other ones, and
Like I'll remember that. How different this
I
was.
don't know that I would objectively say it's better whiskey than those.
Oh yeah, no.
You know?
No, again, like all we're comparing are the different experiences, and is it worth paying that $150 experience? That's why. Like,
would
I
just
would
say
go
that
as high as that threshold.
It should be
It's
priced
so different.
the same as Booker's for me. 'Cause
Dang, dude.
objectively,
it's
I don't
a
think
different experience, man.
so. It could still be priced the same and be a different experience.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. It could be, but I get the justification. Let's put it that way.
Have you guys tried the cigar blend? I have not, actually. I do want to try that at some point. Keith says, I think the Murray Hill is worth the premium of 25 over the regular Magnus. I would agree with that. Bernard says, was the newly you tried a rye? No, it was a bourbon.
Bourbon, yeah.
It was a bourbon. Marvin says, almost missed this. Thanks for doing it live, guys. Always appreciated it.
Hey, Marvin.
Glad to see you here.
And
Marvin.
Cheech in the house.
And
Actually, I just saw
Cheech. I miss Cheech. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Cheers, Cheech. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Okay. One more sip of this. Unique dram. It's really peppery. It's good. It's good. Like I said, you're not gonna feel let down. But I think that you're gonna look at, okay, I could get 2 bottles of.
Yeah, for that same price. Absolutely, I get it. Like,
Yeah, that's my
but
point.
it's not the same experience. Those
It
two
all
bottles.
depends. Okay, it depends on how big your budget is,
Yeah.
right? If you want to just try as many experiences as you can, and for you dropping $150 is like, okay, well, I
It's
can
not
do that
bad.
every couple
Yeah,
of
if you
weeks
could push that.
on a nice whiskey, then you're not gonna feel let down. You're gonna
Right.
think it's pretty good. It's not gonna knock your socks off necessarily. But.
Yeah, agreed.
You ready to move on? Mm-hmm. Are we ready to pull out the big
Test
guns?
the rye. Let's do it.
Is your palate ready for some being assaulted?
Let's see.
So I will I don't know a lot about these Willett Estate picks. I know they have, I think somebody in the chat mentioned that there's even 8-year ones. This is a 6-year-old rye, and it is 116.2 proof, straight rye. It is a pick. As you can see on the back, it's a single barrel. We'll get the close-up of it as soon as Jules is done hydrating. And I click the camera button correctly. So there's the front. So the front looks pretty much the same, except up in there it says a 6-year.
6 years. Number
And it says
2518.
single barrel, family estate bottled single barrel, as opposed to the other, which just says small batch.
This is 116 proof. Let's see anything on the back.
Yeah, it has a
Oh,
name.
yeah. Jungleland, USA, single barrel, 16121.
All right, that was perfect because I had to tie my shoe while that was up.
What? You're not even moving. How would it like untie itself?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense,
Yeah.
but somehow it came undone.
That's a Monday for you for Dutch.
Today went by
miraculously untimed.
really fast though for some reason. Like before I knew it, it was like 4 o'clock. I was
Oh,
like,
seriously,
my God.
dude. It was like, oh crap, we're doing
Time
a
got away
live.
from me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like we should have some fanfare music. Like, these are like hard to get, right?
Yeah, these are.
All right. Well, here's to my hey. This is my late birthday celebration.
Right.
Because this was a gifted to me for my birthday. I'm excited.
That's an incredible gift, dude.
A kingly gift.
Kingly.
Yeah, I was actually I saw it, and at first I was like, oh, they got me a Willett Rye. That's nice of them. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh. Yeah, because I mean, like at first glance,
Right, it looks
know,
insane.
they're exactly the
same. You got to read it.
yeah, it wasn't until I saw that 6-year and I saw the
And the
sticker
back,
on the
yeah,
back,
sticker
and I
on
was
the
like,
back.
okay, so you guys like me a lot. That was very nice. So yeah, a little belated birthday celebration here for me.
Nice.
All right. I don't want to spill any of this.
Yeah.
What's the How's it go? I spell
I spell
I spill the expensive stuff.
Right.
And I don't spill the inexpensive stuff.
Right.
Oh,
there it is.
I spilled a lot.
Wow.
I don't know if that's going to show up, but there's
plenty. Oh, yeah, they can see that reflection.
Oh, well.
I think I have. There we go.
Oh, well. I wonder how much that costs.
Man, smell that, though.
Yeah, it smells great.
Wow.
All right. Oh, Ross with the super chat.
Dude.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the advice on Joseph Magnus. Anytime, man.
Nice.
I need to crack back into that bottle. I might do that on one of our podcasts coming up. But we got that, like I said, I think back in the old channel, and I got both the Magnus and the Murray Hill.
Yeah.
And I don't think we ever reviewed the Murray Hill.
No.
And I cracked into it, and I preferred it much more
Than the Magnus?
than the regular Magnus.
Oh.
And yeah. Okay, so Cheech says 4 to 6 years on the estate picks, so that's good to know.
4 to 10 years.
4 to 10. Wow, it's happening again.
I was like, wait, which one is Dutchery?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Cheech says that the cigar blend is solid, but varies from batch to batch. Steve says, I'm going to start charging people to come hang out in my backyard, charge Disneyland money, and say, it's a different experience.
Exactly.
Thank you. That is awesome.
Actually, he's right on point because it's like a Disneyland ticket is like $150 now. So it's like,
Hey, Disneyland or a bottle of Little Book?
well, depends.
Depends. Can I bring the Little Book into Disneyland? Then we're talking.
Oh, you can. There are ways.
Keith says Nulu is doing some toasted rye picks. I have no mind. Yeah. I saw they were doing toasted ones. For some reason I thought they were toasted barrel bourbons, but I guess I'm wrong in that. Yeah. Steve says, have you tried the blackened Willett? No, we were supposed to do that tonight. But
So we didn't get it. Sorry, it was in our post.
yeah, it was supposed to come today, but it's coming tomorrow. So maybe we'll do another live at some point next week, maybe, and crack into that one. But have not tried it. Tyler Rogers says, what special occasion would constitute me opening my SAS 18?
Oh.
That's a good question. Do it for New Year's. No?
Well, it depends. If you're doing it quiet New Year's, I don't know if I'd want that, like, if I had guests and stuff. Because I usually have a pretty big, like, family party.
It smells so good.
Oh, I know. I smell it off the table.
Oh, that is like luxurious.
No, but that's like, oh my gosh.
Rich.
It's
Rich mahogany.
Dude, it's like I walked into like a wilderness lodge. Whoa.
So Bernard asked the same question. No, so the Black and Willett, as I said, didn't arrive in time for the live.
Guys.
We're going to get to that in the future, though. Kirkland 24, System Trend wants to know. Good. It's really good. At that price point.
Totally worth it at that price point, obviously. Yeah. I think tasting notes, it was the finish was short. That's the thing I remember.
Yep. But a great flavor. Up
Yeah,
front.
I mean the flavor was awesome.
Not a lot of
the
sherry.
nose was not Scotch.
Yeah, the nose. I still have mine here. So the nose is very, very bourbony. Although now it's getting a little bit of that, little more sherry coming through. But initially on the fresh crack, it was more.
Oh yeah, dude, you're right. Now
more
that it's
bourbony.
opened up.
Yeah. It's still not a ton of sherry on the nose.
No.
So
Not enough of the dark fruits.
really good bottle. I mean, again, okay. So here's your hypothetical: 2 bottles of the Kirkland 24, or one bottle of the Little Book.
Little Book. Dang.
You can gift one and keep one, or you just keep one in the bunker.
That's so true.
You get more mileage out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, my answer would be the Kirkland.
Yeah. See, there you go.
And I'd go get my Clorox wipes. So yeah, all in one shop, man. All right, I need to go back to this nose though.
Yeah. So Gentle One says, I found a Glenmorangie 18 rare. What's rare mean? I don't know what the rare means. 43% for $99. That's about right, I think, for the 18.
Yeah, they're all about 100.
Yeah, it's usually around. Actually, no. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good price for the 18. I think the 21's like 190, 200-ish usually.
Oh yeah.
And I think the 18 sometimes you'll see it up in like 150 range. Yeah, yep. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, let's get into this.
Oh my god, dude. It's like like what I said earlier, Wilderness Lodge, but now there's like a sweetness coming through. It's kind of like a savory thing. What is that?
I mean, so this is
it's like I know what it is, dude. It's like pecan pie. You get like that savory, but then you get that nutty. Yeah, dude. Pecan pie straight out of the oven.
That somebody added booze to.
Yeah. That they liquored up. Yep, totally.
Yep.
Man, that's so good.
There's almost like an element of rum that I'm getting. I don't know, like a rum sweetness. Not the banana rum that you get, but like not a good rum. Like a golden
but still like
Bacardi rum.
Tropical fruity.
Like that kind of sweetness that you can get from sometimes cheaper rums.
Oh, like the, you know
what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just like an element of that, like underneath it.
You know, like the fake sugar.
Maybe. It doesn't smell fake.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, it's like that.
Fantastic nose.
Dude, pecan pie, man. I can't get out of my head now.
Okay, let's try this.
All right.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys, too.
Cheers.
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, where I was saying like that little book came out, you had a wave. This one is like
tidal wave.
Oh my gosh.
Title.
All kinds of different stuff.
Oh.
Look at look at you promoting stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But it's like from different angles though, dude.
Sweet.
Not just like this, but like different angles.
Spicy.
Yeah. Like
and then like something else, almost like a smokiness.
Yeah. I'm getting
like
a
burnt wood at the
yes.
end.
Yeah. Or like, like burnt caramel.
A lot of that numbing from the rye.
Yeah. Holy.
A lot of proof. I mean, the proof comes through. I think somebody asked what the proof was. 116. 116.2. And then somebody else was asking if we knew who picked it. It says...
It doesn't say,
Jungleland is what it says on the way. I don't know where this is from. But Jungleland. So...
Jungleland?
Jungleland? I don't know. I was reading it like it was German for some reason.
I know.
I don't know why I did that.
Jungleland. Jungleland. It's like we're at Disneyland, dude. Look at this.
I'm like, that's not
Jungleland.
A G. Yeah, it's a J.
J. Man, guys.
The nose is the best thing about this, I think, though, still. I mean, the palate's great, but the nose is amazing.
Are you kidding me, dude? The palate was, it's an amazing experience by itself. You're getting hit from everything.
Yeah.
Peaks, valleys, but I mean, like, different angles.
It's intense.
Whew, yeah.
This is not, this cannot be relegated to the background. This commands your attention.
No, yes. You got to study this one.
Wow.
This is one of those where, like, Dylan could go on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Funny because I just saw this comment. I was about to click on it. Oh, yeah. I like Gentle Windows. I like Dylan's opinion. He takes 5 minutes to explain something that should take 30 seconds.
Exactly, Gentle Wind.
You know why we fall asleep when he starts talking? We're like, oh, God, here he goes again.
Oh, yeah. He could describe this for 2 hours, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that should be my new rating system. It's like, how long will it take Dylan to describe this? Seriously.
We should start a clock running.
This is a dissertation, right? This is a dissertation, man. Holy moly, guys.
Okay, Marvin's got a good question here. What dram is affordable with flavors like cinnamon, nutmeg, honey, caramel, but without tasting synthetic?
Cinnamon, nutmeg.
I would actually say that you get a good number of those from something like Woodford.
Yeah.
Woodford has a lot of that cinnamon, nutmeg, caramel stuff that you're talking about. It's not particularly approachable for everybody, but I do think you get a lot of those spice flavors in Woodford products. And the Woodford batch proof, they're more intense. The very fine and rare, I think, would be a good one for those kinds of flavors. Not super accessible though. Okay, what's the proof on that? We said 116.2. What's your take on Whistle Pig? Not super fond of them. I think we actually prefer the piggyback to most of the
yeah,
other
that's
ones
right.
that we've
Which
had.
we got through the whiskey club or something.
Yeah,
right?
they had a barrel pick 12-year,
Yeah.
and we were just like, okay, it's okay. But the Whistle Pig, it's more drinkable, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't had one yet that's really impressed me, but I mean,
Yeah,
I'll keep trying them. They're expensive, and I still haven't found one I really like, so I'm a little turned off from
Just
them.
other dram I'd rather pay for.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we should. Let me see if I've got any other comments I got to pull up here too.
Oh, sure.
No, sorry.
No.
Pikesville Rye Vortex says for the cinnamon nutmeg. That's a good one. Pikesville's got a lot of good flavors in there. Okay. Let's do something fun here and compare this
Here we go. To a sub $100
to the
Willett.
regular old Willett 4-year small batch rye. This is 4-year, right?
Is it?
I think it is.
I think we need more glasses for this.
I got one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Actually, get me a different color one, maybe.
Yeah.
So we can. It'll be easier. I'll know that that's the outlier. Yeah, this is 4-year stuff, isn't it? Why is it? Does it not say it on the bottle? I always thought it did. Weird. Could have sworn that it.
No, green for Willett.
Anyway, but this is the stuff you see. I mean, it's not too hard to find.
Yeah, this is everywhere.
At
This
least
is
here.
ubiquitous.
It's pretty easy to
at least
find.
in Cali, SoCal. Specifically.
This bottle has been opened, so I mean, we're comparing it against the freshly cracked 6-year pick. Proof point on this
Yeah, are they close?
112, so not too far off.
Close-ish.
There are the two. Very, very similar. Maybe we should just show them.
Dude, exactly the same, guys,
can
except
tell.
for, like,
There.
the top label.
We can tell this one's
Jeez.
something special. Well, no, this is different. See.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it does say 4 years. Okay,
it
I'm
does say, yeah,
stupid.
right there. Yeah,
I just can't read.
because they spelled out 4 years.
I know. I actually have to read. I can't. I'm like looking for the number.
Exactly.
Okay.
Here's a quick nose.
Compare the nose. It's not even close.
Yeah.
It's like everything is turned down in this.
It's just so much more, like,
Oh, yeah.
sophisticated.
Well, just
It's
way
sophistication.
more rich.
Yeah.
There's just more coming through. It's the same bones.
But you know what, though?
It's the same
If you
properties.
get through it, yeah.
It's just not as intense.
Yeah.
But it's almost exactly the same sets of
Actually,
flavors.
oh, man.
It's just turned way down.
No, I don't know anymore, dude.
No, there's more sweetness on the 6-year. Way more sweetness.
Really?
Yeah, it's a richer. There's more caramel. This one's more of like a white sugar. This is more of a dark sugar. It's a little more intense to me.
I don't know. This is pretty close, dude.
All right,
I think on nose it's pretty close.
all right. Let's try them. Let's try the
Okay,
4-year.
So.
It's just not nearly as intense.
Okay, what it is that
Less spice.
no, what it is too is so it's like the nose where it's all toned down. The experience on the palate's really toned down. Where I was describing, I was getting, hit everywhere. None of that. It's just a nice drive. It's
This
a
is
smooth drive.
This is a comfortable blanket.
Yeah,
and this
it's
is
just
like
a
getting
smooth
punched
drive.
by a boxer.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly, dude.
Okay,
Huh.
interesting.
And I feel like
Wow,
the finish.
wow. They're so different on the palate. I mean, try the 6-year again. I mean, there's rye spice like crazy, and it just mutes everything in the 4-year tastes muted now after that. Like I don't get any spice because this is it's so much more, spicier. The 4-year tastes sweet, and it's almost all I'm getting is the sweetness. And the spice comes up front.
I was gonna say it's sweeter on the back end for me on the 4-year.
It's almost like it's almost like it's like the flavor trajectory is almost the opposite.
Right.
Where with the 6-year it starts out sweet and then it gets the spice bump at the end.
You're right.
And then with the 4-year it starts out with this little spice bump and then it just kind of stays sweet.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so
not that different. No,
$50.
Not that interesting because it's so different.
Say $400.
I understand the price difference.
You do?
Yeah.
10x. Mm-hmm. This is 10 times better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might be right. That being said, I don't think I would ever spend that much on one of these bottles.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a different story.
But I understand it now. I mean, I understand why
I totally get why people are going nuts. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a significant difference between the two. That's for sure.
Man, I was secretly hoping like there wasn't this drastic of a difference. It's really close.
Well, I remember when we reviewed the Handy.
Oh, yeah.
The BTAC Handy. And we compared it to this for the members only, I think. And I just remember being like, wow, this really held its own. Yeah. So now that makes me think this is even like that much better than the BTAC Ryes.
Right,
so I guess I can start to understand spending $300 or $400 because you can't get the BTAC Ryes, the SAS 18 or the Handy for anywhere close.
Oh yeah,
to this.
No.
So
if you can even find it.
Wow. All right.
Well, that ended up being a lame test. We were both excited, like prepping for this. Like, dude, what if the sub 100's way better?
It's still really good.
It's good, but it's not even close, man. This is not close, dude.
It's just not.
This
close.
is Camry versus a Porsche.
Yeah, I was gonna go Ferrari.
Oh, whoa.
Well,
so order.
No. Actually,
see, that's why not to order. Like Porsche.
No,
they're out there.
No, this is like a Dodge Viper with like tons of horsepower.
That's terrible.
But it's a little reckless and could kill you. And then this is
like its parking brake goes up like.
And this is a Honda Accord. It's great. It'll last you your whole life.
It's tried and true. It is tried and true. Yeah.
But this is just another labeling.
Oh, terrible.
All right, let's catch up on the chat here.
We gotta catch up. Oh.
Sorry, guys. We got a little carried around. What did Jules buy? Whiskey Papa in the house. Hey. Oh, yes. Trying to point me to where it said 4. The problem was that
the label.
I had to read the word
4. It wasn't the number 4.
Oh, gosh.
Hilarious.
Keith says, don't they have a 2-year rye, too? I don't know. Alex here points out they had a 3 a few years ago. Or he had a 3 a few years ago. I don't know. The 3-year versions,
way too harsh and young.
Jeff says, are not nearly as good as the 4-year versions. That sounds vaguely familiar, that these used to be, the blends used to be younger. I think I remember that, too. I didn't used to see them around until the 4-year started showing up. Here. So, all right. Jules is a high roller today.
I know, right?
That is true.
Spending the money.
Keith says, I get green apples and mint when I drink Willett 4-year. Yeah. Let's,
should we go for specific?
I definitely get the mint. I don't know that I get green apple, but there's an appley. I almost get more of a grape sweetness than an apple sweetness, but.
Yeah, but green apple would be more tart.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of that tart.
Yeah,
so
I know. I'm not.
This bottle has been open for a while, and it's like halfway done. So I mean, it could just be that it's opened up quite a bit. So. Yeah. Bernard says, "How much for the barrel?" I have no idea. It was a birthday present that I got, and I have no idea. But when you Google them, if you try to find the 6-year ryes, they're usually in the $300 to
$400 plus, dude.
$300 to $400 plus.
Yeah, plus.
All right, so Steve's got a VIP ticket for you for his backyard.
All right, let's go, Steve. Hilarious.
All right, Whiskey Papa says, yes, the 2, 3, 4 years quite common around here. Have not seen the 6-year-old though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the 6 are only the barrel picks like this one, so I don't know. I haven't seen it before I had this one.
Yeah.
You don't see them very frequently. Yep. But the 4, yeah, I see
they're everywhere.
The 4 everywhere
here,
these days.
Again, so
although I have to say, I haven't paid particularly close attention and read.
Oh yeah, the label.
The
I
label.
know.
Maybe I have
That's
seen
true.
some.
Maybe. That's a good point, actually. Shoot.
Gentle Wind says Dodge Viper overpowered and overpriced. Yeah, may not have been the perfect analogy there. I got to rethink that one a little bit.
Porsche versus Camry, dude.
This isn't super refined to me. That's why I was going to say Dodge Viper.
See.
Like it's
you're
like
saying
a
Porsche
muscle car.
Viper, yeah.
You know, like it's
so like a
overpowered.
Corvette.
Maybe a Corvette's better.
Yeah.
Maybe a Corvette's better. But that's too. See, a Corvette's inexpensive. That's why I picked a Viper because it's really expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah, maybe like what is that? The Ford
so
GT. Ford GT.
Oh, the GTX or whatever is it? GT.
I don't know.
Acura NSX, man.
No, that's way too refined.
I love that car, man.
So Vortex says I've only seen the 6-year plus and bourbons in auctions. They're usually going for way too. Yeah, I mean the bourbons, the purple tops with the purple. Like I've never seen one of those for anything reasonable. I've never tried one, so I have no idea.
No, I've seen them ridiculously priced, dude. Like $500 plus.
Oh, thousands of dollars usually when I see them.
Oh, really? I mean, I've seen the.
I don't know.
Oh man, really? I guess the 500's a steal.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. Yeah, you could probably sell it for.
I mean, that's still too much for me, anyways. I was like, I'm not buying that.
I don't get it, honestly. Like, I mean, I've never tried them, so
Yeah.
I guess I can't talk. But I mean, I wouldn't pay thousands of dollars for Buffalo Trace Antique Collection either. So maybe I'm just not the right market.
Same. Just give me my Maker's 46 cast strength. I'm good to go, bro.
I'm with you there, man. I'm with you there. All right, guys. So should we do a dealer's choice here?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do this.
Let the crowd pick.
Let's put out some options here, and then we'll put out some options. We'll go back through everything we've had and kind of do a little recap of what we've tried. And in the meantime, you guys can comment if you think we should try any of these bottles. So I keep putting some tequila out here, but nobody ever picks it. So
no, they did pick it last time, just not a good number.
We got some Arete, we got some Ocho, some Blancos here. I also have
Ocho Cinco,
some El Tequileño. I can't say that, which is a Repo. So these three, if we want to go tequila, and then if we want to keep going.
Is that why you're stalling? So like,
everybody's
like you can only pick tequila.
And then
this is one we had on our last live.
I think the last two. This has not gotten picked.
No, it has. It's just not majority.
Not majority. That's what I mean. Yeah. So if we want to keep with the rye theme, we got the Woodinville 100% rye here, and then we also have our Indian Royal Tiger Indian whiskey. We've been wanting to crack into. I have. I don't know how this will stand up after the rye, but I don't know.
What's the proof on it?
86. So was there something else I grabbed? No, that's it.
No, that's it.
Let us know if you guys want us to crack into any of these, and maybe we'll do one more for the end of the live stream here as we're winding down.
As I'll continue to join this 6 year, or enjoy the 6 year.
I'm going to go back through and just relive the entire experience here one at a time.
I already killed my Glendronach.
Okay, I'm going to start with the Glendronach again because this was... I don't know how it's going to stand up to these ryes that we just drank, so... The nose is still excellent. It tastes so bright and fruity now after the ryes, but it does stand up to it.
Really?
The finish is a little bit lost because I think my palate's just been burned out from the rye, but... All right, the Kirkland 24.
I'll join you on that. It's probably going to be really weak now.
I don't know. This nose keeps changing on me, though.
It is. It's so different.
Right out of the bottle, this was an awesome nose.
I mean, now it's like Scotch profile,
It still stands up.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, for that, I keep trying to remember that's a $60-something Scotch. 24-year-old.
It's hard to like think that it's only $60 actually.
That's
because
fantastic.
This. I mean, if I were to do this blind and we guess this, it's just like 100 plus.
All right, the little book. So this will be interesting having this, comparing it to the Willett Ryes. Oh, the nose is gotten a little better.
Something happened to the nose for me.
It's compared to the Willett 6. Okay, see, there's no comparison.
Oh yeah, dude. But something happened to this thing.
You're right.
It's almost like it got synthetic smelling, dude.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like, caramel corn. It's like somebody used fake sugar in it.
No, see, I was going to say,
fake
like,
caramel.
It's like I opened a bag of marshmallows. It's like that synthetic smell to me, dude. Something happened. What the heck?
It smells like artificial caramel.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. No, something synthetic.
All right.
Yeah, maybe you're right. The caramel.
Yeah. Like a sugar-free caramel.
Yeah, yes, you know? Yes. Yeah. Oh.
It's way sweeter after the Willett.
The wave is gone.
It tastes like nothing.
It tastes like nothing.
I'm surprised the Scotch has stood up to the Willett.
Me too. Like there was still more characteristic out of the Scotch.
All right, Little Book 5.
Wow,
not looking
dude.
strong right now.
Oh my gosh, what happened? It's gone. Yeah, let me.
All right.
Let me cleanse it real quick.
Another sip of this Willett 6-year. Actually, I'm gonna have the 4-year first.
No, I'll go back to this Little Book. Wow, guys.
You can't taste anything.
Nothing.
I'm telling you, dude.
But I'm getting more out of the Kirkland.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck happened?
I'm with you. I think it's.
What the?
I think the
Wow.
Willett's blowing our palates out a little bit.
Wow. Oh man, guys.
Oh man, yeah. Try that 6-year again. It's just stomping over
the
everything.
4-year?
No, try the 6-year.
Oh, okay.
I tried the 4-year. Even the 4-year doesn't taste like anything.
Okay.
I think our palates are shot after that 6-year. It's just such a bomb. It's just.
It's so good though. Oh.
It's something else, man. I don't know. I don't know that I could drink.
I think it totally ruined our palates. Because
I think so too. I'm gonna drink some water and catch up on the chat, and hopefully my palate will recover enough for whatever.
Because we won't do justice to any of these.
The only one that we could really do is the Woodinville, but.
Wow, guys! Holy moly!
Actually, I'm curious how tequila would be. I think it might be.
Yeah,
okay.
because maybe it'll reset everything.
All right, guys.
Don't juice tequila, guys.
Let's catch up here. Let's see what people have voted for. Okay.
Royal Tiger at the beginning, dude. Had a strong run.
Okay, so Vortex says Woodinville. Ross says Royal Tiger. Alex Otto says Royal Tiger. Eric Christensen says El Tequila. I can't say it. Tequilino. Joe says Royal Tiger. Lando says Royal Tiger. James says Royal Tiger. Whiskey Papa says, I want to see how bad the Indian whiskey will be.
Yeah, me too.
Steve says El Tequilino or the Woodinville.
I'll let you banana arete.
Arete. Royal Tiger. But I think their palates are going to be too shot. Yeah. My vote goes to... That's kind of... I'm thinking the same way. Okay. Arete... Royal Tiger sounds interesting. Kirkland is the best. Okay, so we have to
Royal Tiger, I think. Dude.
Is it going to be Royal Tiger?
The winner.
Okay, I'm going to drink a little more water.
Do you need a glass?
I do have a glass.
Okay. I think I need another one.
But I don't think this is going to taste like anything. After like the most intense rye I've ever had.
Yeah, the Willett, man. Wow, guys. But you know what? Though, what was cool about recapping this? It just proved how good the Kirkland is.
Yeah, I agree.
It still held.
Yeah, I agree. Here's a nice comment from Fred Smurf. I find the Willett 4-year Ryes to be really intense, but very different barrel to barrel. Aren't they small batch? Yeah, they are small batch. But batch to batch, I think, is what you mean. I can't imagine something 5 times as intense. Of course, you can't afford it either. Drink the Woodinville next. Yeah,
I can't afford it either, so you're not the only one, man.
But I mean, I think I kind of agree with that. Like, I used to think that Willett 4-year small batch was just like, it's so good. It beats every other rye. And then having that 6-year and just being like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it was going to get that intense, but.
Or that it could.
Yeah.
You know. And where we could discern the different stuff, man. I mean, all kinds of stuff, guys. What an experience.
Yeah. Oh, Ernie's in the house.
Hey.
Nice. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Okay. So we're really going to do this? I mean, I kind of agree with the people that said our palates are going to be too blown out for it, but let's try it anyway, right?
We're here for the people.
I think we'll do a tequila.
CPU.
We'll do a tequila only live stream maybe next time.
No one watches.
I care.
I care. We need our resident tequila expert.
Dr. Oju?
Dr. Oju to come in.
Yeah, we're going to
we'll
do that. He's only made an appearance in our podcast. He was on the, like, what do you look for in a bar episode we did. Like, one of our very first ones.
Oh, yeah, that must have been really early on.
All right, so.
Do we know anything about this?
No. Nope. I just saw it at the store and thought it looked interesting, so I bought it. Royal Tiger, this is a straight single malt whiskey, double casked, 43% alcohol. So they had 2 versions of this at the store. There was the regular one and then the double casked one, which was this one, which is a little bit more expensive.
Double cask.
I think it was like $30, not particularly expensive. This comes from Goa, which is one of the states in India. It's like a big resort town, actually, from what I know.
Yeah, I've heard of Goa.
I don't know anything else about it. There's not actually a lot of information here about what it is. It just says that let the taste of Royal Tiger transport you to the exotic land of Goa, India.
Wow.
I'm sure we could look up some interesting info, but we'll save that for another episode.
Well, we got to show them this bottle, though, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at this. It's actually got a tiger printed on it, guys.
So let's get this up there. It's a cool looking label.
It's cool.
I mean, it looks cool.
Double cask.
I like that tiger.
Yeah.
A lot of literature in the back.
Little Tua. Wait. 450-year history. Oh, for Goa.
I know. It's like
Portuguese rule. There you go. Wow, it's awesome. It's history in a bottle. It's funny, though, when you were reading that, it's like, wait, the taste of Royal Tiger, I've never had. I don't know what Royal Tiger tastes like.
Oh. Full tab fail.
Oh, no.
Okay, this is going to need to pull out the bottle opener here. Oh, come on. Seriously?
I feel like this is one of those things you could find like at World Market.
It does kind of look like...
It feels like it's one... I mean, like, the
it looks
label
like
is
generic brand whiskey.
Exactly like...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know?
Is this a Stag bottle?
And then they just
Stag
put the
Junior?
label...
It does kind of look like a Stag Junior bottle.
Oh, my gosh.
Or like
I think
the
you're
Newman
right,
bottle.
dude.
Like, it's... looks familiar. All right.
I think this would be a good one to test for the bottle drop, though.
You're right.
Because that will hold.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, and you can't even open that thing.
Okay, you try it.
Yeah, as if I'm any stronger. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. I think it's...
Is it coming apart?
Yeah. Okay, we gotta be careful.
Oh, you got it.
There it is. Synthetic cork. Nice. Yeah, it was coming out.
I'm going to pour a little extra for you.
Pour plenty for the table, too, dude. Wow. We should just wait. We need to wait. I got a whiff from the table.
Oh, man. All right,
need
John
to wait
Mendoza
on this,
said
guys.
Royal Tiger as well. Yeah, we did end up with that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Okay.
I know you guys are messing with us for Monday.
Yeah, seriously.
And we obey.
So David Lowell says, how much should someone pay for a Willett Rye? That's a good question. Okay, so for the small batch, the one that you can find more readily, which is I think these days usually a 4-year.
But you gotta carefully read that bottle.
Yeah. I mean, $50
Wait, what?
would be a good price.
Oh, I'm okay with 60 to 70.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like a good price would be.
50 to 70,
50.
dude.
I think the cheapest I've seen it is like 45,
I was
50.
gonna say I haven't seen it lower than 50,
But yeah, usually you'll find it around 60.
I've seen
70,
65 easy. Yeah.
And I think.
And no, I would buy it.
It's a great.
Yeah.
It's a great buy at that price. I mean, it's fantastic. For the 6-year or any of the older, I guess they go from. Cheech was saying 4 to 10 years for the barrel picks.
Right.
What would you pay for this one, for instance?
Oh, that's a good
the one we tried, the 6-year.
I
I kind of feel like this is a $200 bottle.
Oh, easily. But the question is...
I mean, that's what it should cost. Okay, but in the craziness of these days, I understand like a $300.
Okay, wait, so you're saying you would pay, without a doubt, $200?
No.
That's what I say. See, that's right. That's
they
what
could justify it.
See, I would say, I would go as high as 170. No brainer still.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like 170 for that experience, dude.
Yeah.
No
Problem is
brainer.
they cost about twice that.
Right.
But are they worth it? That's up to you and your bank account.
Yes.
But the pretty.
It's such a different experience.
You won't feel let down.
Let us know. You won't. Seriously.
You won't feel let down.
Well, this is one of those where it's like the, reassuring purchase. It's like you're self-justifying or whatever, or just justifying purchase. You know what I mean? Like, because
self-fulfilling prophecy.
You're gonna get like the buyer's remorse for sure, but it's one of those where it's like
you'll convince yourself that it's really good. Yeah, okay.
You know what? Fine. I paid for it. Whatever.
I mean, it's if you like rye and you're really into rye,
even, dude.
You will absolutely. It's gonna be.
You
worth
gotta have it. Oh yeah.
But if you're not crazy into rye, I could see you getting this and being like, okay, I understand why it's that expensive because it's so intense. But
that's what I mean. I think you could still
jam.
appreciate it. You would still appreciate it.
I agree.
So that's why you 170 no brainer.
But that's why I think like there's the difference between anybody would feel okay. Anybody that's into spirits or into whiskey would feel okay at around 200.
Yeah.
But somebody that's crazy about rye, they're the ones who are going to feel fine with it at $300 or $400. Be like, yeah, well, this blows.
Right.
This is better than Handy.
Handy.
That we had the BTAC. I mean, it really is, and so factor that in because those you see crazy prices with those. So,
Okay. How high would you go though?
200.
Okay.
I don't think I'd spend more than that.
250.
No, I don't like it enough. I mean, it's really good, but my problem is that I want something that, for me, my gold standard is something that. If I want to focus on it, there's enough there for me to focus on. But if I want to just...
there's plenty here.
But if I want to chill out and watch YouTube...
But you're not grabbing this to chill out.
I know, but that's my gold standard, is it can do both. This can't do both.
I see what you mean. So
forces you to
a
pay
gold
attention.
standard would be it could do both.
It can do both.
You could chill, and then if you wanted to focus, you could
Exactly.
focus.
This is...
so here's the thing.
Super intense.
I know you got it as a gift. I think I would gift this, and I would go as high as...
300?
Yeah.
As a gift. Okay, as a gift for like somebody
for
I really
someone,
like.
Yeah,
for sure.
And definitely for the connoisseur in your life, like regardless if they're not into rye, even I would still buy it.
Yeah. Well, I got it.
I know that's what I mean.
I like rye, but
that's what I mean. Like I think I would still pay.
It's nice because I never would have done that. I never would have bought this myself, so I'm actually really glad I got it.
And I would have never gifted that because I wouldn't have found it first off. Hilarious.
All right, we got some good comments here, but let's try this. It's been sitting for a little while. All right, Indian whiskey. Oh, God. It does not smell good.
Okay, this is not what it smells like, what I'm about to describe, but it's more of like the experience of smelling something. So, like when I've had cheap tequila, it's kind of like that queasiness smell I'm getting when I know this is going to be a bad night. I don't know how else to describe it.
Or it's one of those peaty Scotch smells, like the Band-Aid iodine smell.
Oh.
And it could taste different, you know.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have some...
I
tried that, what is it? Encok? I can't say it. That smells like... It smells like crap, but it tastes pretty good. I don't like the nose though.
No. But it's
it does smell peaty to me. Like not super smoky.
Problem
But
is,
really
it's like so synthetic.
Funky.
It's synthetic tasting or smelling that, like I fear it. That's what I'm saying. Like I only really had that experience like with tequila, bad tequila.
I've had this comment up here this whole time. Sorry. Okay.
All right.
Let's try this, guys. All the way from
Cheers
Goa,
to you
India.
guys.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It tastes
I
like
think I feared more out of the nose. On the palate, it's like
tastes like a peated version of Glenlivet 12. With a little more peat.
Really? I was going to say a watered down version of Glenlivet.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of,
watered down, dude.
There's no finish.
There's nothing.
Yeah. But it's not off-putting.
No.
The flavors are actually
I'm getting
pretty
more peat out of the nose than the palate. So I don't
Yeah,
know
there's a little bit on the palate.
Not really, man.
It's actually better than
I'm
I
not
thought it was
getting
gonna be.
anything on the. I'm not
I
getting
don't,
anything
I don't
on
know,
the.
man. I think your palate's blown up. Drink some more water.
It
Try
might
again.
be.
It's.
I mean, the palate. Here's the problem.
I'm pleasantly
It doesn't.
surprised.
It's like nothing. It's like water, dude.
All right, I'm gonna try to catch up on the chat here, guys.
I'm not getting anything out of this.
Yeah, Ross says synthetic cork breaking. What the? Yeah, it
Yeah.
didn't actually break, but it felt
almost,
like it was going
It was
to.
close.
System trend. These guys are wasted. Who are you talking about? Keith Schmidt says he finds the Willett Four-Year around 55. Marvin says, "Is there such a thing as hyper decanting for whiskeys? Have any of you guys tried before? If there is such a thing for, is that kind of like the aerator things, like
like the wine aerator,
Venturi,
Right.
whatever they're called? I have seen that they do make a Venturi for spirits.
They do?
They made one
I
that's
haven't
like
seen one.
specifically for it. I think you can use the wine ones for it. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work. I mean, the whole
I don't see
idea
what
is
you're going to gain out of it.
Well,
versus just
like,
letting it sit.
it's like letting it
Because,
sit,
I mean,
but
well,
it's
I mean,
supposed
the
to be,
point
it
with
exposes more surface area to air.
Yeah, but I mean, with wine, I get it because
More quickly.
you're doing it faster.
It's
With
the same thing. If you poured whiskey through a
just going to do
Venturi,
it faster,
yeah, it's the same, exactly the same concept.
I guess. I don't know.
So yeah, I don't understand why the concept wouldn't work. I don't know why people don't do it. Maybe there's some science.
I think you just let it sit.
Yeah, but you'd say the same thing for wine. You decant it in
No,
that
with
form.
wine, I guess I don't know. I wouldn't because with wine, I'm so used to like that being part of the process.
Pouring it and letting it sit.
Yeah, but I mean, like speeding that up, like aerating it though. Versus here, it's just like
Why wouldn't you do the same thing?
I guess I don't know.
Maybe we should try it.
Maybe, and then it's like there's no difference. Versus waiting 5 minutes. Come on.
Oh man! So Vortex says the Willett Rye, Willett Four-Year's 75 by him.
Mm.
David Little says my daughter-in-law is a big Rye fan. I'm wondering if it's a good buy. I would say either of those Willets.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I mean, the
If
Willett
you can
Four-Year's
get-
a good
the
buy.
Willett Four, yeah, exactly.
For sure. Anybody
And
who
if
likes,
you could find the 6-year, that's a great gift, dude. It's a
yeah,
great gift.
store that I know has a Willett 8-year for $4.75. I'm almost tempted. Yeah, I mean, I get that temptation. That's basically I would think of it as good as any of the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection Ryes. So if you would ever consider spending that much on one of those, I would easily pay it for one of the.
It might be better even.
I haven't tried this as 18, but I do think it's better than the
I haven't
Handy
either.
for sure. Okay. Steve says, is the Willett better than the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye? If so, what is a fair price on each? I do think it's better. I haven't had the Jack in a while. We do have that one downstairs
I don't
in the
remember.
vault.
It's-
I don't
How
know,
much did we
man.
pay for that?
We've been talking about the price of what we think is fair for the 6-year, so it's
Right.
a tough one to really classify.
Right.
So it really depends on how into it you are. Okay, so Vortex says, Keith Schmidt, I'd want to buy that, but then I'd remember that Bruichladdich Black Art is $500. Yeah. Black Art is amazing. I finally tried the Black Art. I got a pour of it. Somebody else was paying, and they said they didn't mind. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
Um,
Really?
I don't think I would pay $500 for the black art though, personally.
Same. So we should go buy it tomorrow.
Yeah, we should. But that said, I was not in the best state of mind when I had it. So, you never know.
What does that mean?
Well, I was eating a meal. I had had a few other drinks before it.
Okay,
it was,
I guess.
Sometimes you lose the nuance in those situations.
I was not in the best state of mind
Yeah.
to receive a drink. Come on, what's wrong with you?
Okay. One more sip. Of the,
Really? I don't
Royal
think I
Thing.
need it anymore. I think we should move on.
Move on.
We should just do the other one. We should just do Woodinville.
Okay.
I mean, come
this
on,
point-
dude. Wow.
Okay. For a $30 bottle,
That's all it was?
I think so. It might have even been cheaper, but it's not bad.
What are you buying here?
But I would buy.
What are you buying?
I would buy a
here?
Glenlivet
You're not
12.
exactly.
I would buy a Glenlivet 12.
Yeah, for 30
It's
bucks.
not better. But it's not off-putting. It's not. But my question is, yeah,
I
why
guess the
would you?
question is it really from India?
Is that's your
That's
question?
my question.
I don't want to drink anymore.
I know,
That's all I know.
seriously, guys. Like,
Okay, we're really gonna do one more. We're gonna do
we
the
should just
Woodinville.
we should try to end on a better note.
Okay, fine.
That's what we do here, dude. It's like we let them pick, but then we end up drinking everything.
All right, are you gonna get a glass for me?
Yeah, I'll get a glass.
I'll do the close-up of the bottle. I'll do Jules' job for him here. Woodinville 100% rye whiskey, pot distilled, 90 proof. This stuff is from Washington, as they say.
Washington.
I don't really know anything else about it, other than people say it's a good rye.
Which is why it would be a good.
But we will determine that right now.
It would be good to.
I love the bottle, dude. This bottle
Oh,
is
yeah, that's
totally
heft.
survived.
That's ready for
the
the drop test, man.
This is ready for the drop test. Look at that. Look at how much glass is on the bottom. This is like your.
What was that?
Where is it? Where's your
Yeah,
IW
where's that?
Harper?
Yeah, where's that?
Oh, here it is. This is the Harper that survived. Look at that. It's actually.
It's almost. It's.
Is this the same bottle?
Just laced that
No,
stuff?
it's not.
No. Different height. Okay.
Yeah, but it's got about the same amount of
Yeah,
glass on
volume,
the
maybe.
bottom. So as long as you make sure you drop it straight down.
With your towel.
Yeah, because you can still see like the crack.
Oh, we should show it, man. That's it. Just in case you guys missed that. Look at this.
Yeah, this is the one that survived the drop off the building.
Right there.
That's where it landed. What a great bottle! I love that bottle.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You're into the Art Deco.
And it's actually, I actually like that whiskey too. I think. It's,
Oh, yeah.
It's not a heavy hitter or anything, but that fits my criteria. If you want to focus on
Yeah,
it, like,
that's
you
a
can
great
get
example.
stuff out of it,
Yeah. I got you.
but it's not going to command your attention necessarily. It's a little subtle. All right, there is no pull tab. Oh, there is, but it's
like buried.
Yeah, it's like stuck. This is great television.
Who prepped for this?
Here's a good question as I'm trying to open this here. Steve says, what are you looking forward to finding hunting in the next few months? Yes, so it's whiskey season. If I'm totally blunt,
It's always this question.
not even looking forward to this.
Exactly. I
whiskey
was
season.
going to say nothing.
It's just gotten so crazy.
Well, and we get screwed out here. Out here
And we get things late.
Yeah, we get it late.
I mean, I'm still going to try for everything. I mean, I think I'm going to be lucky if I get... I think we're going to be lucky if we get anything this year. Just based on the way the year's gone so far with the special
It's
releases.
been pretty bad, yeah.
Like, we have not had a ton of luck, and I just refuse to pay the secondary prices for stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Nope.
I'm hoping that we get a bottle from the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. I always enjoy that. Of course, there's one fewer this year,
Yeah, exactly.
which we should talk about, but maybe we'll wait for Dylan. I mean,
you should watch our in memoriam
in memoriam for the
for Mr. Dillon.
what's it called? George T.
Is
Stone.
it only Mr. Dillon or Sir Dillon?
No, Sir Dillon is different than Mr. Dillon. They're not related in any way.
just
Mr.
wanted to
Dillon only
clarify.
shows up for stag.
Right.
Sir Dillon shows up for anything that's
What does he show up for?
like expensive. I think. Like he showed up for Pappy. He shows up for like the really hoity-toity stuff.
Say that word again.
Hoity-toity. I actually think that Buffalo Trace is feeding everybody a line.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Do you think about it? Like, what they released, like
seriously,
10,000 bottles of Stag.
Yeah,
that's hundreds of barrels potentially, depending on how long it's aged.
Yeah,
every single one is off profile. I would say if they had enough to release 1,000 bottles.
Yeah, I feel like they would have. Right?
They would have.
Come on.
It's not like I don't know. I think it's a line.
Ooh.
But anyway, what am I looking forward to? I mean, we've been able to get a birthday bourbon for almost every year since 2016 between the three of us.
Yeah.
Not hopeful. I'm hopeful, but I'm not realistically. I don't think we will. Quite frankly, these days I think it'd be nice to complete some of our drink throughs we want to do. So like, there's some random bottles we're trying to find. So
like
the Weller,
Weller,
getting the Weller CYPB or a single barrel would be nice.
The one you asked, Four Roses,
small batch.
Yeah,
we have
OESO.
The barrel proof. Yeah, we need the OESO.
OESO or OESO?
That you missed out on by like
1 day. You know what's funny? It is a long time. But like the guy showed me the barrel too, man. He goes, "Here's the barrel." Like, how does that help me? It was pretty funny though.
System trend. They're looking for a 2021 George T. Stag. Oh god. Trying to find that Russell's Reserve 2003. Yeah. Oh, so Ross is asking the question: what is the deal with? So Buffalo Trace says that it's because it tasted off profile. The barrels that they set aside for this year's release. But like I said, I mean, they have to have had at least, I'd say, 50 to 100 barrels, right?
Just judged every single one.
Yeah, I mean, like they couldn't have found.
But I don't think they opened every single one, right? I mean, it's one of those where they do just a sample taste.
I think this was something planned. I mean, there's got I don't know what they're doing, but. I
wouldn't be surprised if, they
play games.
I know, putting on the conspiracy theory action, it's like to really drive up the demand for next year.
I don't know, man.
Hold people off.
So he says he wants store picks this season.
Yeah.
So over the suburban market, most regular offerings are boring. I like off-profile picks. That's an interesting way to go about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck hunting.
Yeah.
Ernie says the shelves are empty around here and the lines are very long on delivery days. Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy,
as we shared earlier with the Blackened. Supposed to arrive today.
It's not fun anymore. People are sucking the life out of it.
Seriously.
Which I think is why more and more I get more excited for Scotch stuff these days because it's not quite
always
as crazy.
available.
You can usually get it.
Yeah. See, this is pleasant.
Yeah, pleasant. Not intense.
Yeah.
Just want to compare the nose to the Willett.
Well, it doesn't compare.
I know, but you just got to do it.
Did you do it with the 4?
No, I did it with the 6.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So Steve points out what I was getting along with. It's not like the line, not like Buffalo Trace has not been curating the George T. Stag inventory until just
True.
I think there's something else going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're just playing games like they do with distribution, but I mean,
yeah.
Or maybe they just want to do like a mic drop next year and be like, oh, there's going to be so much GTS that they're going to just flood the market with it.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
I hope that's what they're doing. Okay, Woodinville. Wow, it's very bright, fruity. Finish is a little weak, but it stands up to it stands up to our palates in this state.
It's interesting. I'm getting a really nutty finish, and then it's gone.
Yeah, the finish is really short, but the flavors are very pleasant. Oh man. All right, we got some other comments here. I got to catch up, guys. Sorry. Yeah, Vortex. That's kind of what I was thinking. Extra large 2022 release, maybe. Yeah, Amy says, how do you mismanage barrels slated for GTS? Yeah, I mean, they've never had this issue, and they've released in the past, even like, what was it, 2 years ago? It was a really low proof one that not a lot of people liked. I think it was like the 2019 release.
Yeah, it was.
And they still put it out. Like, I understand if it's like so bad,
right?
But then every barrel, I mean,
yeah, but
like
this the way they're describing it is, I mean, it's seriously,
profile.
yeah, off profile, which to me reads like, I mean, completely different, right?
But again, how
not
many
subtle
barrels?
difference.
They have to have had like, I'm serious, like 100
Right.
barrels set aside, and every single one of them is off profile.
Yeah.
Even if just 10 of them, I think they would release it. They've released as low as like 1,000 of the
yeah.
Eagle Rare 17
yeah.
before.
True.
Why wouldn't they have done that? I don't know. Who knows? I don't buy their marketing at this point. All right, Alex says, do you guys have a preference for preference to Scotch or bourbon? I will say this.
Well, it was bourbon for the longest time, but then
Well,
now
we were
we've
only
explored.
doing bourbon on the old
Right.
channel, obviously, so we focused on it more. I don't know that I would say objectively I prefer that. I will say if I'm reaching for something from my cabinet, I'd probably pick bourbon over
still bourbon.
Scotch.
It's still bourbon.
It's
No
like
brainer. Like if you're just going straight to your bar, you grab something.
2 to
First
1.
thing you grab.
2 to 1.
It's going to be bourbon.
2 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bourbon.
Every third pour would be a Scotch for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 out of 3. 2 out of 3 would be bourbon.
Yeah, I'm with you. On
Actually,
that.
it's more
1
like
out of 3.
it's more like 2 out of half of them would be bourbon, a quarter would be Scotch, a quarter would be tequila. I don't pour rum for myself a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, sometimes, but not as.
And
not
I
as
don't pour
frequently.
tequila for myself that much.
I do pour the tequila, but not.
I would say it's still mostly, especially if you listen to our podcast.
Actually, if I go
it's
into
mostly
fifths, it's 3/5 bourbon, 1/5 Scotch, and 1/5 tequila. Actually, no, it's more like sixths.
right.
4/6 bourbon,
4/6, yeah.
2/6 Scotch.
Oh, jeez.
Or no, sorry, it's
still doing math?
sevenths. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, basically, yeah, it's bourbon, Scotch, and then tequila for me. The way I pour.
Yeah.
But as far as like, if I'm looking for something these days, I feel like I'm spending more time hunting for scotches and unique scotches, just because there's
just more interesting things at the price points
and you
that
can
are
get
available.
them without having to pay
always available.
ridiculous prices.
Yeah. And you're not turned off by the secondary market.
He says, I find myself buying more wine this year than whiskeys. The bourbon market is overhyped and too competitive. Yeah, it really has. All right. So, wow, you guys are awesome.
I know.
What? No
That's
Irish?
just trying to catch
Yeah,
up
I don't
here.
actually pour a lot of Irish whiskey. You know, the one I used to
Yeah,
pour
same
for
here.
myself back in the day was the Napogue.
Oh, yeah.
The Napogue 16 year.
Yeah, me too.
I don't pour a lot of Irish.
Same.
I will say this though: when I am in Vegas, I drink a lot of Jameson.
Well, yeah, because it's always there.
Free, but I do like it. I mean,
It's always available.
it's nice. Okay, let's get some proper thoughts on the Woodinville Rye here. The nose is a little sour.
A lot, dude. It's almost like, it's like a rotting grapes, rotting plums kind of smell.
Like just on the edge of going bad.
Yeah.
It tastes like almost like a paint by numbers rye.
Because it's hitting like all the marks that you
But
should
it's with
hit.
watercolor, so it fades quickly.
Because the finish is
Still
short. Really short.
This is a I would say this is a very versatile rye. It's not super expensive.
Yeah.
Not super high proof. You could sip on this. It would make an amazing cocktail.
Cocktail for sure.
I see what they're going for with this. It's
But you're not getting enough of the spice too to come out.
no. I think for a cocktail it'd be fine.
Yeah.
I think it'd be maybe a better cocktail whiskey than a sipping whiskey, but
Agreed.
pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. All right. Yeah, Whiskey Papa. Completely agree with you. The flippers have ruined bourbons for me.
Same.
It sucks, People just go and they buy everything up, and then they try to turn around and sell it for twice the price. It's like okay.
It does feel like, though, doesn't it feel like it's saturated with the flippers now?
I'm
Like,
hoping.
to where it's, hopefully it'll start coming back down.
I really hope so. I really hope so.
It feels like that the market's saturated, for flipping anyway.
I don't know, man.
The prices are really high, dude.
I don't know. Everything that comes out
The price. I've seen this before, like with Michael Jordan shoes.
So what happens in the long run?
But then, like, it just becomes more available. That's the thing. People stop, like...
Well, they increase...
or they'll do more of the special releases.
But that's like, we knew this. Like, 6, 7, 8 years ago, the distilleries all saw, oh, this boom is happening. Let's lay down way more barrels.
Right, exactly.
They should be coming out now.
Right, so there should be higher volume now, right?
So maybe next year?
Unless it's off-profile.
Or they just want to keep the artificial demand in place.
Right.
JP says hunting tequila is starting to get expensive. Yes, it is.
That's true. Tequila's starting to get up there.
Tequila's getting up there. Keith Schmidt says Buffalo Trace started doing Stag Junior barrel picks this year. Are we really surprised with them passing on this year's Stag release? Maybe, but I feel like the Stag stuff is usually aged. The GTS stuff is usually aged like 10 to 15. And I don't think that the junior barrels that they're picking are that high. I thought they were younger. But maybe they're expanding that, and maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Oh, you think?
I don't know.
Oh. Interesting conspiracy.
Yeah. Let's get conspiracy theories going, guys.
Yeah.
Steve says, I've seen non-flipper poor behavior, 6 ER on the shelf and someone buying all of them. Yeah, Eagle Rare. Okay,
good point, too.
I was at Costco, and they had Eagle Rare for...
Right, the guy got the box.
Like 20, I don't know, $23.
25, maybe, yeah.
Which is, I don't know.
That's
in California, you can find Eagle Rare in a grocery store for a little bit more than
$30.
But this guy cleared the shelf. He had every single bottle in his cart, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but he had, I think you were saying too, it's like the flatbed cart though, right? It wasn't even.
I don't know. Is that guy like a liquor store owner then, and he's just going to go sell them for $30 in his liquor store and be like, well, hey, I'm making on volume. I'm making a lot of money here. I don't know. I think. Costco's started to get a little crazy.
Yeah,
I think they need to start doing the one bottle for anything.
They got to start doing the one bottle limit, man.
Because that's just frustrating.
Except on the Kirkland stuff.
Well, they have plenty of that. Yeah. I mean, even actually, I would say the Kirkland Bottle and Bond was selling out. Like it's gone.
True.
We'll see.
True.
We will see. Okay, guys. So some housekeeping stuff.
Uh-oh.
I don't know when our next live is going to be. But we will probably have the blackened Willett.
Hopefully we'll get
this week. So maybe next week, depending on Jules' schedule. We will do another live and crack into that. We should have a live in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
3 weeks for sure. Oh, is it 3 weeks?
I don't know. I got to look at the calendar. 3 or 4 weeks, we should have a big live with everybody. We finally got some Dylan lockdown time for a live.
We get a Dylan alone time.
We got some Dylan alone time. He decided that it might be time.
He'll grace us with his presence.
So as soon as we get that locked in, we will post that on our community page and on Instagram as well. Bring the short Asian nerd back, please.
Yeah, I want a 30-minute dissertation on what this should taste like.
Yeah, maybe we'll save the blackened for that episode. That could be a good live.
Oh, totally.
But we got some reviews coming. People have mentioned
he's
it.
Metallica hater. He'll just go on a rant on Metallica.
I know, yeah. We did mention this in the chat, and we mentioned it earlier, or it came up in chat, and we mentioned it earlier, but our review of the Remus Repeal Batch 5 will be coming out tomorrow. It's already out for members, so if you want to become a member, again, hit the
sneak peek.
Hit that join button. You could see it right now if you became a member. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can see all the back posts.
You get the link,
But other than that, Jules, what do you got to say? We have other stuff in the pipeline, I should say, too.
Yes. So I know we were teasing this earlier, but
some Vegas.
We got some Vegas challenges, so not just reviews. I know you guys have been seeing the reviews up there, but stay tuned for the challenges.
Stuff. Hopefully,
we think it's interesting. Hope you guys will find it interesting. Let us know.
And then we are working on a Patreon that may or may not happen.
Same with our Discord.
Same thing. Well, those might happen at the same time because you can actually link.
Oh yeah,
the Patreon with the Discord, so that's actually how that'll happen. It's just taken us way too long to put our ducks in a row. We also are working on new shirts and other merch stuff. We're just really slow and crappy at doing that stuff. So thanks for hanging out.
But thanks, guys. This was a fun Monday as usual.
Yeah, the highlight of the night.
Rock.
The 6-year Willett Rye, I think.
Oh, totally.
Met expectations.
Exceeded.
I would say
I didn't have any actually.
Definitely the 6-year Willett Rye. I also think that.
We should throw everything up there for the end, right?
Okay,
Just
yeah.
show everyone what we.
A little recap, right?
Yeah. Got the little book, chapter 5.
Oh my gosh, we really drank all these tonight.
Oh wow, I guess so.
So we started out with the Glendronach. We went to the Kirkland.
We did little book.
Little book. Willett.
6. Comparo with
Willett.
the 4. Royal India.
Royal India. Royal Tiger.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that Royal India a restaurant?
I think so. Wow. This is a proper Monday, dude.
Proper
Kick off the
Monday.
week.
Tomorrow's
Oh
going
my
to be
God.
awesome.
I'm not waking up, dude.
All right, you can grab one bottle. Which one are you grabbing?
Oh, that game again?
Yep.
Well, this is the obvious answer, but the pleasant surprise, I would say, would be this one, actually.
I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
With the Kirkland being a strong contender.
Oh, yeah,
as well.
Kirkland's up there, but I mean, it's one of those because it's ubiquitous. It's everywhere.
I don't know, man.
Actually, not true.
These days.
Because
how many were left?
That's the thing. So I went to 3 Costco's. It was only at the one that you sent me. And on the shelf when I left there was only about less than a handful. So like 5 left
Oh, wow.
by the time whatever I grabbed.
So there you have it, guys. Basically, the 2 least accessible bottles. We like the best.
But this is up there.
But the Kirkland's up there.
Because, with the Willett Rye blowing our palates out, that's the only one that actually stood up.
Yep, it did stood up. All right, guys. Well, this has been fun. You guys, as Jules would say, stay safe, stay curious, all that good stuff. If there's any other Whiskey Tube streams going still, you should go check them out. I think the Shelf Turds are live. I don't know if they're still live, but we have a Shelf Turd too. And we're claiming that they got the name from us. We're going to be filing a copyright suit very soon. But yeah, if they're still going,
the Shelf Turds.
Everybody go over there and bomb them and tell them that they're awesome. But Curiosity Public also has a Shelf Turd. Yeah. All right, guys.
Good night.
Good night. Until we see you next.